snooze on me. I was dreaming about what food to eat. Why they sleeping, why they snoozed on me. I was seizing opportunity. Now they don't know what to do with me. I keep going hard like I'm in puberty. Rebellions in my blood, there ain't no ruling me. Coming for the top, this is a mutiny. Shit, I want percentage, yeah. Put you in your mind like fucking Guinness, yeah. You never had a chance like an abortion. Broken, you don't wanna play with me to forfeit. Shit, took it to a place they never thought he could. Now the lone wolf is hounding up in Bollywood. Now I got some confidence, they call me cocky. Like a fucking tiger in the eye, I feel like Rocky. I am untouchable, I cannot fuck with you. I do not follow rules, makes me uncomfortable. I got all this passion and desire, force my path with the fire. Never passive, I acquire till I'm crashing your empire. They was sleeping, they was snooze on me. I was dreaming about what food to eat. Why they sleeping, why they snoozed on me. I was seizing opportunity. Now they don't know what to do with me. I keep going hard like I'm in puberty. Rebellions in my blood, there ain't no ruling me. Coming for the top, this is a mutiny.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Sorry for being so late, but welcome, boys, to another wonderful, beautiful live stream. Boys, it is a brand new day as Blizzard did a fuck ton of changes to Covenant abilities. This is going to be Blizzard making an attempt because, you know, they decided we ain't pulling no ripcord. Hey, in case you guys weren't aware, apparently ripcord doesn't even exist. Which, you know what? I've been watching Blizzard do the alpha and do the beta, and compared to the popular belief, I actually do want Blizzard to take a chance at this, take a stab at it, at all the Covenant abilities. Let them try whatever the fuck they're trying to do. And with this update, we got a lot of changes to a lot of Covenant abilities, so hopefully it might get them a little bit closer to one another. Let's see the event their ability. First of all, as you guys are popping in, I know you're excited about all these Covenant abilities. There's a good chance on this live stream we will have to wait until later before these abilities are even testable, unless they're live right now, which we can go and check to see if they're new or not. But there's a good chance the servers are going to have to go down and we are going to have to AFK until Blizzard actually puts them live on the beta. So there's a good chance we might end up having to wait. So they might not be live yet. They might be waiting for the servers to go restarting before they're up. Or maybe even the specific ones, some of them might even be available next week. Not this week, but the next week. So that is something for us to measure our expectations here. But how you boys all doing? Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream. Hope all of you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. Let me get the music back up and running while we're at it, man. Let's go back to the song that I'm a huge fan of, dude. The big fucking pumper for the 551-1s. How you boys all doing, though? Welcome back. Welcome back. Who we got in the chat? Who we got ourselves? We got Gino Hayes. We got ourselves Kran. We got Sword, Nick, Boytop, Mithrin. How you boys doing? Forgore, my man. Marcus, Thor. How you boys all doing? Harvard. How you doing, my man? Mark. Mock. What are your thoughts on Shaman PvP for Pop in the current state? Tough but viable because squishy. I had to ask Tickle if you ask a PvP. I'm hoping them. They're a lot of fun to play. I think you're awesome. I think you're awesome too, Jonathan. Thank you for being out here. But it is terrible, man. It's raining outside. Dude, I actually love it when it rains outside. Not like when I'm in the rain, but like when I'm in a shelter and it's raining outside. It's really calming. Like, the worse the weather outside is, the better I feel inside. I don't know. Is that just me, dude? Shaman and John 5000 PTR. Thank God. Let's go, dude. They fixed him. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Because I cannot wait for Tasty and all you enhancement boys to give it a good old chance with the new changes to Ascendance and whatnot. You know what I mean? Doing lovely? That's awesome. Doing good. How about you? I'm doing great. We got lots of updates. So, you know, I'm a happy boy when we got a lot of updates. That's a lot for us to test. Lots for us to check out. You know what I mean? You know? That's what I'm thinking as well. Shabby fix? Oh, dude. I'll be happy if they actually are fixed. Because Enhance and Ellie literally couldn't play. Their mana just drains all the time. So hopefully they fixed it, man. Flagellation? Dude, I'm actually... Yo, let's talk about Flagellation in a bit, okay? Let's take a look at all the updates. And we'll talk about the Rogue Flagellation as well, man. We will talk about all of it, dude. I'm super, super excited. I think it's... So far... Sounds good on paper, is what I'll say. So far, sounds good on paper. I've even been talking to the Rogue Discord as well, seeing what everybody else thinks, and it's actually not looking bad. What's up, Golden, my man? Why, you know... you... I love when it gives the whole you. My do you. Yo, can we get a hashtag Golden Sands in the chat showing appreciation for all for doing my man? First of all, on the beta, if the servers are up right now, the so the Torghast actually has been disabled. That's why I haven't been doing any Torghast. But also, I actually just want to enjoy Torghast once it comes out. But I'm not against messing around and fucking around with Torghast because there's so many cool things you can do. Are the servers up? Wait, is everything... Did the servers even go down at any point? Hold! Dalaran, for some reason I wasn't subscribed. I'm sure YouTube has removed this. What the fuck? Yeah, YouTube does some weird things. But yo, my man, if you do resub, I appreciate ya. Alright, Slaughter. Do we still have Slaughter? Okay. I don't think the servers went down yet because Slaughter is still a thing. So we are going to have to wait until Blizzard actually does take the servers down. So this is going to be a bit, man. It's going to be a bit. Yo, let me show you Torghast, dude. Let me show you what happens when I try to enter Torghast. Alright, just so I can show you guys while we're at it. Yo, 4 gore with a 666, my man. Oh, I hate how you can't say Torghast. Yo, can we get our 4 gore in chat as well? Showing appreciation for one for the room, my man. Yo, Dark Lord calls upon you. Yo, let me show you what happens when you try to enter Torghast. Yo, I'm gonna give a Torghast a full try, but I'm pretty sure it's still broken. Okay, I'm gonna go there. We're gonna see it. You're gonna check out the updates. Yes. Okay. So real quick, the updates are not gonna go live until the beta servers go down. So while the servers are up, the updates are not here. So we have to wait. We have to be patient. Once the servers go down, then Blizzard will be implementing the updates, and then hopefully majority of those updates will be up. Now the Rogue one with Flagellation, I have no idea if it's supposed to happen this week, like this update, or is that planned for the next week. So we have no idea about the Rogue Flagellation. So we will see. We'll have to be patient. It did. Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna go back and read it, like what Blizzard had in the actual blue post about Rogues and Flagellation. Okay, so it says with updates coming soon to the Shadowlands beta, we are updating event tier build for Rogues. So like coming soon, does that mean like now, or it could be like the Blizzard soon, right? Because it could be next week. Could be planned for the next week, but I'm hoping like soon, as in like in just a little bit of time. You know what I mean? Want to nerf Rogue? I'm having a hard time visualizing, but it's cool. I think it's awesome. Flagellation for a covenant that's all about torturing evil souls. It feels like, dude, I'm gonna be a Warlock succubus in the game. I'm gonna be my blue boy. I'm gonna get this whole skimpy outfit to look like a succubus, and I'm gonna use Flagellation. I'm gonna get my fucking whip from the sex dungeon and just like, psh, garage, psh, atone for your sins. Psh. I'm gonna do that, dude. It's gonna be perfect. I actually think it's thematic. It sounds really cool. I don't know what's gonna look like. It sounds like a finisher that spends combo points, but we'll see. We'll see. It might not even be a finisher. But if they change this one, the Rogue Order Hall was also talking a bit about how maybe they could change the Carrion one, because apparently the Carrion ability is really bad too. Alrighty. Make a video of that. I think it'd be great, dude. I think it'd be so cool. Like if it actually like busts out a whip and like whips the enemy with, because that's what Flagellation is, right? Because I know what self-flagellation is. Flagellation. Is there a picture? Some of these pictures are probably going to be not safe for work. Yeah, this is literally people whipping. No, don't look up flagellation. This is literally people like ritually whipping themselves. But that's, yeah. Yeah, wasn't there a movie like a Da Vinci Code that had a guy who would like self-flagellate or whatever? Yeah, it's not pretty. But it's not pretty. Don't look it up. If you're like, if you're eating, just don't look it up. I did. But yeah. I'm a boy whipping Garrosh now. Bro, dude. Those vampires that are there torturing Garrosh, that's me. So I think it's so cool thematically. We'll see how good it is though. It's not just for priests. True. True. Yeah, for real though. Don't look it up. Return player 2017. I hit 120 and finished a horde quest with a Naga bitch. Okay. To focus on what I did before Shadowlands comes out. Rogue, by the way. Get gear. Level alts. Have fun. Do whatever it's fun for you until PREPATCH is here. Once PREPATCH is here, test out all the class changes and get some gear while PREPATCH is happening. There'll be catch-up gear and stuff. Do the event, do the zombie thing, and then wait until Shadowlands is here. Go for achievements, go for mounts right now. Ahead of the curve, which is a heroic raid, will give you like a void dragon. That shit looks cool. You can do PvP gear for like the transmog or whatever. Get 1800 arenas if you want the elite set of that gear. It looks kind of cool the first time you get it. There's the 2100 PvP enchant that I think will be going away this season, and they'll get a different enchant for PvP in Shadowlands. It's up to you though. There's a lot of things you can or cannot do. Actually, I have a video with. I have a video. I have a video on the channel. I think it's called Prepare. Shadowlands is almost upon us. Here we go. Here's the video. You can check it. That gives you a couple of different ideas of different rewards that you could maybe look out for Shadowlands. But yeah. Sorry, I'm saying and because I'm kind of trying to pay attention to the second monitor in case there's more updates. Blizzard posted a Rogue change. Come to watch Rogue gameplay. Not disappointed. GG's. What's up, S-Man? Yo, the changes, if you guys are just popping in for Rogue, changes to Slaughter and Vent durability, it hasn't changed yet. We are patiently wait. I think I'm gonna end up repeating myself a lot, but it's okay. We're waiting for Slaughter updates to happen with Blizzard removing Slaughter and replacing it with Flagellation. That hasn't happened yet. We're waiting for the servers to go down. Okay, so this is what happens when you go to Torghast. You go to this massive beam from the second floor, you jump in, and it takes you to Torghast, or it takes you to the mall. And from there you can go to Torghast to do the tower stuff. But I'm pretty sure the tower is broken. There's 2 ways to get in, so we'll try both ways. If it's broken, we won't do nothing. If it is not broken, we'll fuck around on it. I'm planning on doing only PvP, which would be the best pick. Shadow Priest, Shaman, or Rogue. I think Rogue is looking really prime for PvP. Also, here is supposed to be an animation of you dropping from the sky down below and crashing in, but it looks like the animation doesn't work, so we're just waiting here until you actually, like, materialize in. Here we are. Or maybe just supposed to do that. Maybe they're taking away the whole falling animation. We'll see. You walk up to Venarium. You can purchase the Mallwalker, Cypher, stuff like that. But you don't need to. And this will be the entrance to Torghast. Since I did it on my alts, I technically should be able to do that. But when you come up here, there's a big old... what is it called? Blizzard Construction Co. sign. And you will walk in, there's nothing that happens. So it doesn't let you go. This would be the way you would go to Torghast. After you do like a short quest and to set up like a portal. Oh shit. Torghast Tower of the Damned. Cold Hearts and Extra available. Oh, I didn't even see that UI. So I guess you can see like what chambers are available for the wings for the day. So I guess you would do a bunch of wings over the time of a week, whatever. Or maybe you would do... And there's the hunt. Yo, this is cool. They're actually adding like stuff to do in Torghast. Alrighty, let me go back to Ouroboros and do the other way you can maybe get into Torghast. Because I'm pretty sure Torghast just doesn't work. Whoa! The animation! Wait, what? What'd I do? I don't know what I did. That's a new animation. Wait, now Darren is following me? Where'd you come from? There's like another quest line to save him, but I don't... let me just turn this in. I don't know what this is for. Maybe this will let me enter Torghast. I don't really know. Yeah, Mallwalker. Here we go. I got a helmet. Cool. Don't talk to... Okay, okay, we're done. It's a decent animal when you start up. Alright, the second way to get in is talk to the Flascator, which we'll talk to him real quick. Yeah, it's a bug. Yeah, seems pretty buggy. Alrighty. So this guy sends you straight to Torghast to the Rune Carver to do your legendary stuff. But then they also keep him here so you can take it back. Look how many people out here. Test the stuff. Do more people get invites? Yeah, boys, check the invites. There's a lot of people out here. There's no way they're just hanging out here just for fun. It looks like they've gotten their gear and they're testing more stuff. Looks like some dudes that are literally starter gear. So maybe they're brand new. Which would be kind of cool. But yeah, this guy normally takes you straight to Ouroboros, but you can actually go to the Torghast Inn Chamber, and that would normally take you to Torghast. Kicks you out. So it doesn't work. Yeah, Torghast doesn't work, so sorry boys for the debate. But the Torghast at all right now just does not work. Nothing I can do about it. Looks like it's broken still. What's up guys, what's up Blaine, how you doing my man? Okay. You tuned the Dread Gate? You tuned the Dread Gate. 0 or 1 out of 1. Okay, so I think that's what happens is you do a storyline in Maldraxxus to rescue Dalaran, and you go to the mall and you meet Venari, and then you're supposed to rescue him and then tune him to the Waygate. And basically bugged out where the quest was like, hey, you wanna tune it? I'm like, but I never finished it. It's like, it's okay. You're basically on the last part. In the last part of that quest line, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm really hoping to do something with these guys out here, because look, they look like they're merchants just hanging out. But there's like no one to talk to and get stuff from. I guess there's like, you could talk to them, but they don't really do anything. And there's a lot of empty space. I'm hoping it'll be populated, and these guys maybe will sell like certain goods. I think that'd be kind of cool, like a black market auction house outside right here. You tried Celerity, it looks good. Apparently the buff damage to Celerity has been there, it just wasn't reflected in the tooltip. That's what the Rogue or the Hall figured out. I guess somebody was like, hey, wait, I'm actually doing damage. I didn't know. I was just looking for like the uptime, like how often does it proc. I didn't even realize it might have like a damage buff or damage coefficient with it, which is interesting. Alrighty. So what do we do, boys? Do we just go play around on some specs, or do we take a look at the updates? Because I kind of feel like we should at least take a look at what's new. Because they got a Windwalker buff, by the looks of it. Mages for Venthyr got buffed. Death Knights no longer have to go Fey if you don't want to. Shaman's got some buffs for their abilities. Warlock's got some buffs and nerfs, so you don't have like the Affliction only drain suck build. Updates, easy, dude. Let's do it. Let's take a look, dude. We'll read them in the order that they came, okay? We'll read them in the order that they approached, and we'll kind of like keep an eye out on anything else new that Blizzard might post, because I don't think Blizzard is finished with the post just yet. Alrighty, so we're gonna go from like older posts up, okay? So we'll keep an active version of this so we can just refresh on our homepage in case something new pops up here. But let's go down, let's go south, and look at all the changes that as they happened, okay? So I think it starts with a monk change. Monk, Cobra Shot focus cost was lost and next build Cobra Shot will add it. Okay, so that's new, but okay, that's not that important. I didn't know that was there though. But yeah, they did this -10 cost reduction for PTR, but they didn't do it for beta, I guess. Okay, well that's cool. So monk changes, we'll start with those. It started off with monks. Hello monks, but later changes. Basically, Energize and Elixir has been removed from GCD. That's a talent that not a lot of people run, so maybe removing it after GCD might make it a little bit better, hopefully. Spin and Crane Kick damage is increased up to 6 unique targets. Basically, as you target palm, Blackout Kick, or Rising Sun enemies, then every new enemy that you hit with a palm or kicks makes your spin and crane kick better. So as a monk, you kind of want to go tag as many people in a group and then spin and crane kick for the biggest crane. It's like a really interesting mechanic, and it's pretty easy to do when you have images, right? When you have images like spreading and hitting a bunch of enemies, so you can spread it very, very quickly. So they're making it so you can do up to 6 unique enemies, which I think is their target cap. Haste now affects periodic crackling, tiger, lightning damage. So when you summon your pet and you get a bunch of haste buff during Bloodlust, your pet will now do a bit more damage with the crackling tiger lightning, which is cool. At least haste is useful somehow. Weapons of Order, Kyrian Covenant ability, were designed so now for the next 30 seconds, you master is increased by 13%, which I think it was like 30 at some point. Initially, Rising Sun Kick reduces chi cost by 1 for 5 seconds. So using Rising Sun Kick, all your abilities chi is reduced. So Fist of Fury, Blackout Kicks. And Blackout Kick reduces the cooldown of affected abilities by additional 1 second. So you could Rising Sun Kick and Blackout for no chi. And you reduce abilities fast, so you can Fist of Fury and kick a lot more. Which is kind of cool. I don't know what the original version was, but that seems good. Phelan Stump, which I heard was underwhelming, now deals nature damage. Or heals if you're a Mistweaver, so like when you stomp, it'll just, I guess whoever you target or nearby will do nature damage or heal to targets in front of the monk, okay. And then cast continues to deal damage to enemies caught in the Phelan. So when you do the stomp, and like you have this like, a thing that draws on the floor with Phalines, which can resemble like trees and shit. If enemies standing in that, they take nature damage, it goes over time, while they stand on it, like Consecration, and the initial hit will do a bunch of nature damage, or heal. Which I think is going to be pretty cool, because you're supposed to kind of like have resets for this ability. I heard it was really underwhelming. Hopefully this will be a buff. Bug fixes. And I will say right now, Monk is the one class with the most amount of bugs. There's plenty of classes with bugs, but Monk I think has the most. I think it has more bugs than class changes. But, bug fixes. Fix the bug with Rising Sun Kick, your main ability, and Whirling Dragon Punch, like a really core talent ability if you use it. We're not contributing to Zuan's Empowered Lightning, which is, the more damage you do to an enemy, a portion of that damage is stored to Zuan, who then offshoots his Empowered Lightning. So when you hit an enemy with like a kick, the Zuan will strike the enemy for like 70% of the damage you did. So 2 main abilities of your rotation just weren't empowering to the Zuan Lightning, which by the way is AoE. So you were losing out on damage. Rising Sun Kick rank 2 has been restored, increases damage to Rising Sun Kick by 70. So Rising Sun Kick was just not having any damage increase. And then there's something about a work in progress that bounce concerns of dual wield or two-handed weapons. Now, this is something I actually want to check on live. I mean on beta. If they're like, you know how you play Death Knight and you play Frost DK and you have a two-hander versus dual wield, there's a damage difference of Obliterate in certain abilities. Now monks can actually use dual wield, like 2 fist weapons, 2 swords, 2 axes, or a polearm, like in both hands, like a Brewmaster style. I don't know if the polearm or one-handers change the damage at all, so I actually want to test this right here. I want to see if there's balance tunings with like Fist of Fury does more damage with a two-hand, or if it does with dual wield. I don't know if it does or doesn't. If someone in chat can refresh me on it. I know though that running dual wield gives you more enchants to run on each weapon. So the run dual wield gives you more enchants to run each weapon. I actually don't even have an intellect version. Okay, let's go back to Ring of Fates and we'll come back here and we'll go get some real weapons for Windwalker and like upgrade them most likely. Did someone give me the link? Yes. For the monk stuff or just in general? Let me give you a link for the general stuff. Yeah, let me give you a link for like the general stuff we're looking at. You can read all of them, but we're going through the monk stuff like for now. And at some point the servers are going to go down, so I'm kind of trying to get the monk done really quickly. A lot of these changes haven't been implemented yet. So that is something I feel like I should reiterate. A lot of these changes have not, I repeat, have not been implemented. We're waiting for a restart to the beta servers for them to actually apply the changes. Pass it on. And we gotta go here. So we can get ourselves another... So I want to get a one-hander. Actually, I want to get like a polearm that'll be good for agility and int. Is there an int polearm that's good for agility and int? I didn't think there is. Okay, so that's an agility. We gotta get another sword, and I think I need an like an intellect main hand too. Or should I just do a staff? We'll just do a staff for intellect, just because honestly. Alrighty, so let me just sit here and upgrade these for a bit. I want to see if there's a damage difference between dual wield and two-hand as a Windwalker. Like Fist of Fury, Rising Sun Kick, jabs, all that. If somebody knows that ahead of time, man. All of them? Yeah, I got you. Biggest one I'm excited about are the rogue ones and the priest ones. The priest ones are looking pretty cool. But I really want to check this out really quick. So once I set myself on a flight path, I'm going to start looking at some of the other changes. Biggest updates though, if I had to like culminate in one word, what is the main purpose of these updates today? I would say it's mostly for Covenant abilities, which I think is good. Blizzard does need to do some balancing here and there. Certain classes feel good and others are like, eh, you know. Like the Fae for Death Knight, it's like the only good option that a lot of people will tell you. It's like really, wait, why did it give me a proc to like... Why is it lighting up to touch death him? Wait, can I touch death you? Can I touch death you? Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on, look, I'm targeting him. It's telling me touch of death this guy. Touch of the Flight Master. I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Okay, so that's a monk change. What else do we got? Demon Hunter. I think there's just like certain abilities. So they're gonna be... The Hunt has recently been redesigned to have a lower cooldown dot application to 5 targets. And the removal of teleport field generation bonus. So the Hunt, I guess, just is like you charge to an enemy and you put a dot on them. But they wants you the ability to be more competitive with Sinful Brand. Because Sinful Brand was the only viable option. Similarly, Listen Decree has damage increased significantly. And the Fodder and Flame is basically you summon a demon at you. You kill the demon, they splat and make a splatter on the ground. And as long as the enemies are within that splatter, they do less damage to you as a demon hunter. I do more damage to them, I think. Observe the feedback about the weight ties to their mobile class to a specific area, which basically does do that. I think it'll be an interesting trade-off, but the benefits standing in the pool and demon blood needs to be compelling. So they're probably going to buff it, make it probably giga strong. Or I would say change it. Like Demon Hunters are mobile, keep the mobility like a core thing. Then we got warrior changes, where Colossus Smash and Warbreaker will now apply deep wounds. And that's it. But that allows them to also get the mastery when they're going for Colossus Smash. So they need to you need Colossus Smash to do damage, but you also need to Mortal Strike prior in order to apply deep wounds. And in AoE, you basically have to, if you want to use Warbreaker, which is what I've been using because it seems to do a lot of damage, you Warbreaker into Blaze Throw immediately, or Warbreaker, or I guess you would have to go Cleave first before you apply the damage. So now you can kind of just Warbreaker, and you're good to go. You're bursting. Oh, servers. Server shut down in 15. 15 minutes, boys. 15 minutes, and hopefully we get some changes. 15 minutes, boys. 15 minutes! What? 5 seconds! Wait, what? What? 5 seconds? You lied to me! Son of a bitch, you lied! What the fuck? It literally said 5 seconds. Oh no. They lied to me, dude. I was thinking, oh, we could go and test the monk thing with two-hand weapons or whatever. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Time warp, dude. I guess. Wow, 50 minutes flew by, boys. Time flies when you're having fun. Fastest 15 minutes ever. I know, dude. Well, I guess what's the point, right? They might as well push the changes now if they're ready. What's the point of waiting? I guess. Alright, well, we could go back to looking at updates. I was really going to test the Monk two-hand versus dual wield. I guess I can't now. I need to figure out if I can do it on PTR. If I can maybe buy some two-handers or one-handers that are equivalent in item level, then I could test out how Fist of Fury and other abilities are affected. Because I do want to learn. Like, I don't know if there's actually, like, when they say balance between Windwalker, dual wield, and two-hand, like, are they talking about the 2 enchants versus 1 enchant? Or are they talking about, like, the certain abilities do more damage with both the playstyles? Either way. Alrighty, so let's go back to reading. Death Knight class changes. So Death Knights is interesting. This week's Shadowlands build, Death's Due has been updated, and its buff and debuffs are no longer applied each time it deals damage. So when you drop down Death's Due, which is like a blue version of Death and Decay for Fae, it no longer just automatically applies buff to you to give strength, and a debuff to enemy making them do less damage to you. Now Hard Strike, Scourge Strike, and Obliterate apply Death's Due to the target, reducing the damage they deal to you and increasing your strength by the same amount. The duration of the debuff has also been reduced, and the maximum number of stacks is reduced to 8. So you can only have like 15 stacks. So you can only have 8% like strength applied. By going for Hard Strike, which for Blood DK is a natural cleave. I think it does extra cleave on Death's Due. Scourge Strike, which also cleaves, so you can apply it very quickly. And then Obliterate, which doesn't have any cleave in Death's Due. In addition to these changes, Death's Due has a unique bonus for Frost that allows Obliterate to hit 1 additional target while they stay within Death's Due. So for Frost, it's going to be like the least, but there is some cleave, but it's like the least of the bonus. But I guess at least I mean, as Frost Death I think this isn't bad because you already have a ramp playstyle with the way your Pillar of Frost works, right? As you hit Pillar of Frost, every single ability that costs ruins that you spend inside a pillar increases your strength already. So this is basically an extra ramp for that big final hit with a big old breath pet. But the fact that it doesn't apply automatically doesn't mean you just like set it and forget it. Now you actually have to use abilities in between. So they made this ability kind of worse. I mean, I think it's still going to be good, but they made it worse where the other abilities are actually worth considering. So they're either going to buff the other ones or nerf this one, and this one seemed really strong. So if you are a Death Knight, so I'm gonna get a nerf. They bugged and have super heals right now. You think so? Maybe. But basically, if you're a Death Knight and you didn't want to play Fae, you don't have to. That's the way I look at it. It is a nerf, but yeah. And I think it's cool that, yeah, somebody's mentioned here, Obliterate hits one additional target. I think it's a welcome change. So for Frost Death Knight, they'll have a cleave. Which, by the way, for Death Knight, if you're playing two-hand, you'll already do lots of damage with Obliterate. So Obliterate is already good on 3... like when you have 3 targets and you're hitting, and you don't have a Kill Machine proc, you would Obliterate over Frost Scythe. I think on 4 and 5 targets, you would Frost Scythe. But I think on 3 targets, you still Obliterate. So basically with this, and you have like 6 enemies around you, I mean, your target capped anyway, you're gonna Obliterate and just 2-hit enemies and do a lot more damage than Frost Scything if they're not a crit, if it's not a crit. So this is still good. Like, this is still gonna be a pretty nice buff. I think this is gonna be pretty easy to use with other specs. Dallas to pick up a slice of dice combo heal is so strong, it's even hard to dent the bar. Wait, are they bugged? Like on PTR? Is that on PTR? Are they just bugged and they healing too much? Like, what's going on? More concerned about conduits and covenants ability, like covenant abilities affecting your spec. Conduits, really? Certain conduits are strong, but they feel like glyphs. They don't seem as impactful on beta. Really? Is it a? I guess it's a bug then. Because I watched a Subrogue Naj running Fae and he ran like that conduit that gives you slice and dice healing, it doesn't give you that much healing. Like, he's actually super squishy, but he does a lot of damage. So unless it's something that happened recently, try it out. I think it's a bug. Well, the beta servers are down unless they're back up. Let's check. Do you think sub will get even more nerfed? I hope not, because they got them in such a good spot. I really hope they don't nerf them too hard. I'm fine if they want to balance them, but I hope they don't get super nerfed, because actually, okay, yeah, their stuff is down. So let's go back to reading posts. Actually, let's do this. Let's get the servers to get online, offline, and we can just pull the changes on the side of the screen. So we could kind of take a look at both. We could track the servers if they're coming back, and track the changes at the same time. How does that sound, boys? So we could do something like this, yeah? Shit, I lost it. Fuck. Here we go. Got it. Fixed. Yeah, so overall Death Knight, I think it's a good change to rein in the ability. It is way too strong, and what else are you gonna do to really fix it? Mages! If you want to play Venthyr, you finally can! Don't feel bad about it if you want to be a vampire boy mage, because Shadowlands build Mirror Storming has been updated. New functionality grants you Brain Freeze, Fire Blast, and mana when the mirror is consumed. So as your arcane mage, you're blasting, you get mana every time your mirror is consumed. Fire Blast, so you can do more wombo combo. Brain Freeze for Frost, so like procs, which also means not only do you get free Brain Freeze, but when you use it, you also gain an Icicle, so you build Icicles quick. Mirror Storming also now procs from auto attacks, but can only occur once every 6 seconds. So mirrors actually will work off of bosses' autos and abilities. I think the autos cannot proc like back to back to back, but if like the boss autos, ability auto, I think then you might be able to get like back to back, boom, 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 3 mirrors. So the only time this will be, so this still has a potential to be a useless ability, but on like a boss fight or a dungeon, if let's say the boss goes into intermission as you hit him with mirrors, and they don't attack while in intermission, then you're kind of screwed. But as long as you can use it when the boss is reliably auto-attacking or using abilities, this will actually do stuff. And every time it procs, it gives you procs, like Brain Freeze, Fire Blast, or Mana. Mirrors of Torment, the goal of these changes is to make mirrors a little more consistent in PvE throughput, and not just be a nice niche PvP ability, which still has a silence and like that root effect for PvP. And I think in dungeons it still has the potential to do it. But now you can use this reliably on like a boss or a heavy hard-hitting enemy if you want to. What just happened? Did they add them all or something? I think they added a server. Weird. What do you think about Enhancement Shaman in Shadowlands? I think they're gonna be fun as fuck. I'm actually very excited about them. Stack with Touch of Magi and you got an uber buff burst. Yeah, true. Yeah, if you can get this to also proc together, like the final proc with your Touch of the Magi, I think that could benefit it as well. 6-second limiter, mirror is bad for PvP. Rest looks good. So I think the mirror is, the 6 seconds is only for autos. We'll have to test, right? So maybe, like, if you auto attack and use an ability, and then you auto, like, maybe you can proc really quickly in PvP. But it made it so I think only from autos can only occur once every 6 seconds. Or maybe it just made it so mirrors only procs every 6. But it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. At least I think it's pretty good. It can be used on melee. Like, what are you gonna do? Not attack? In PvP, then you're just not doing damage. Or not using abilities. I still think it's gonna be good. Maybe, okay, we'll have to test. If mirrors is every 6 seconds, whether it's an auto attack or an ability, then I could see like, I don't know. But if it's like autos every 6 seconds, but abilities just knock out those stacks immediately, then I think it's going to be proper. I think it's still going to be really good. It's just you got to basically burn in extra mirrors in melee because you auto-attacking. I think Sinister Strikes and like Mutilates and Backstabs from rogues would proc mirrors as well, wouldn't it? Even though you probably use it on caster, but either way. I think this is a good change. We'll have to see what the semantics are. Hopefully it'll function in a more favorable way. Warlock change. Real quick, is there any more new stuff? No. Where's the Warlock thing? Warlock. So Warlocks, certain covenants are just way too good. And then there's the Fae, which is this ass. So Soul Rot, which is the Fae ability. Normally you would use the ability and it would drain some of your health and then you would suck it back out of the enemy. They remove that completely. Minor mana cost. Additionally, primary target of Soul Rot will now take increased damage compared to secondary targets. So if you want it to be the big drain life playstyle for your Afi Warlock, with a Lego that makes your drain soul stronger, and you want to go Fae, you can give him the big suck. Decimated Bolt has also been tweaked to help balance out some talent choices. They were greatly swinging the value of this ability. For Affliction Warlock with Drain Soul Talented, which was a really big combo, Decimated Bolt will only affect your next one Drain Soul. So only one big suck. It's a long one. As a Drain Soul, only once. So you play Shadow Bolt, it'll buff it. You play Drain Soul, yeah. Destro Warlocks with Fire and Brimstone, where you Dross and Incinerate, and then 40% of the damage splashes to nearby enemies of the target. When you choose Fire and Brimstone, the bonus damage of the value is reduced. So you're not getting like Giga Cleave or anything like that for a fire build. For Demonology Warlocks, the buff has been altered to affect like Shadow Bolt or Demon Bolt. In an upcoming build, the buff will interact with the Demon Bolt, which is good. You get so many Demon Bolts, and I talked about how I feel like I just have so many abilities, and I just can never get Shadow Bolts up and running. So this is good that it's Demon Bolts. As the end is going to be better, and there's even Legos that synergize with Demon Bolt damage increase. So this could actually be really good for a big old Demon Bolt, dude. Actually could be good. Didn't realize the buff next to a Drain. Dude, that's why I did so much damage. That's why I did so much damage. Nice Tickle DPS charts. I haven't watched that video yet. Should I watch Tickle's video on DPS charts? Mirrors were the strongest. People are spamming keys in PvP. They melt themselves with mirror before realizing that they're 6-second timer. They don't get so mad. We'll have to see Boytop how it works, man. You know what I mean? What do you think of Arcane Mage? I might play the shit out of Arcane. So I think this is good, chat. What do you think? This change to the Warlocks. I just hope it's not massively better than Kirin, and I can still go Kirin or Mage. I think Kirin is still going to be really good. I just think, like, Mirrors of Torment was useless in PvE, basically. It was really hard to execute and pull it off. So now it actually is going to proc off of boss's autos. So it went from doing no damage in most cases to actually doing something. So the damage actually goes through. So it's not just a PvP thing, which is good. Do you think the patch will be this Tuesday, Dalaran? I would love it to be this Tuesday, dude. I'm tired of BFA. Drop corruptions, Blizzard. Just do it. We don't care about corruptions. Most of us don't, at least. Alright, Shaman Change is next. Hello, we have some orders for Shaman's Chain Harvest. Will ignore targets that are under crowd control for PvP. So if someone's hexed, you won't hit him with Chain Harvest and break him out of hex. Or Poly. Or I think Kidney Shots still work, but like blinds and not. Fate Transfusion had a number of targets that heals reduced from 8 to 4 to match the number of targets with which ability deals damage. The number done by Fate Transfusion will be evenly split up to 4 targets, and Enhancement Shaman specifically will receive a stack of Maelstrom weapon. So I don't know how good the Fey is for Shamans. I have no idea if it was good prior or not, but that's a buff. Primordial Wave has been changed to be an instant cast ability, which should make the ability much easier to use in all situations. And has received a number of bug fixes. So Primordial Wave, you can just insta. You don't have to cast it. For Resto, Shaman, Ellie, this will be good. I felt like it was already a really strong choice, but the fact that it was insta for Enhance, I felt like made it a little bit easier to put in. That's cool. It is mediocre. It should be now solid for Enhancement. Okay. So Fate Transfusion was bad. Was it good for Resto? Is that why they reduced it from 8 to 4 targets? Because I think it was really good for Resto, wasn't it? Like a raid ability. What rage class would you guys recommend? I like Warlock, and I like Shatter Priest, and I kind of like Boomy, not gonna lie, and Hunter. Mages are really like Arcane, but like Frost is also really good. There's like not a bad range. I think Beastmaster Hunter might be the only one that I've seen the least excitement for. But maybe it's just me. At least my guild is not excited for Beastmaster Hunter. Can someone link the changes link? Yo, I got you. I got you, fam. Yeah. We'll look at the whole thing. Alright, what do we have? A Warlock, Hunter. So Hunter, I think, is just the Covenant abilities. Is there anything new? Nothing new. Okay. So Hunter is a bunch of Covenant abilities, which I like changes to their abilities. We got a big update? Yes, we do. We're waiting for the servers to be up. Beastmaster seems boring. I don't think it's... Okay, so it's a simple spec, and I think that's what Blizzard wanted. It's a simple spec with no cast, fairly easy, gives you a lot of mobility. Like, if that's your pick, that's your pick. I used to hate on Beastmaster Hunters, but like... I don't know, dude. I feel like over time in BFA, like, realizing that all of our specs actually have like 4 or 5 buttons, some specs can just simply be fun. And I like the fact that they keep in Beastmaster like something that's like noob-friendly. You know what I mean? I used to hate on it, but like I just kind of grew out of it, I guess. Anyway, Hunter ability changes. Kirin Covenant ability, Resonate Arrow, has received several changes in this week's Shadowlands build. Radius has been increased, so when you drop it on the ground. It's big. I don't know how big. It should make it easier to use against targets so new pillars and maps such as Nagrand. So it's cool that Blizzard is considering PvP for hunters. I've seen people play marksman, they're liking it, and they're like, yo, let's make it a little bit more usable. Additionally, when the target leaves the resonating arrow area, the effect allows you to ignore line of sight towards them, will last for additional 4 seconds. So in a raid boss, you'll have to plan around like tanks moving enemies into the arrows so you do 30% more damage. However, in PvP, if someone runs out of it, you can at least still see him through line of sight. At least there was that benefit. Because it was too easy to outplay. Just walk out of the arrow. Walk backwards or whatever the fuck to get away, keep line of sight, but also get away from Hunter. The Hunter will still be able to shoot you. Because that resonant arrow connects, that's like the big benefit in PvP. Flake Shot has a minor update that makes bonus kill shot no longer cost any focus. Kill shot was like 10 focus, I think, so it wasn't a lot. But this is nice. We implemented a bug to Death Chakra and no longer hit targets that are under crowd control. That's cool. Wild Spirits has been simplified quite a bit. Now when you cast, so this is the Fey one. Now when you cast the ability, Wild Spirits, all targets in the area will take some immediate nature damage. So basically what you do is it's like a Giga Flare. It's a Giga Flare. And anytime you hit an enemy inside of the area, they get hit with a bunch of nature damage. It's a 2-minute cooldown, so now when you first throw it out, it does a bunch of nature, which is cool. Any ability, including Kill Command, will now cause up to 5 targets in the area to take extra nature damage. The extra nature damage will ignore targets that are currently affected by crowd control. So if let's say you have like a rogue next to a mage and mage in the CC with an ice trap, freezing trap, it won't break the trap. So cool for PvP. There's no longer any difference in behavior when using single target versus area effect. So whether you single target, whether you AoE, it'll just fucking hit everybody in the area, which I think is cool. I don't get to play with Wild Spirits a lot. Hopefully they'll make it a little bit better. Moving on, we got priest changes. So this one is going to be a lot. So priest mains, big brain time, okay? This is going to be a lot. I'm going to try to explain it in the best way I can, but if somebody's a priest main that can explain it easier in chat, please help. Recently changed the Fey Guardian's ability, which is the Fey ability. I guess it's in the name. Apply to select a target on cast. To apply to select a target on cast. To help address some usability problems in... Wait. Recently, we changed the Fey Guardians to apply to select a target upon cast to help address some usability problems. In the most recent Shadowlands build, you can now use a conduit available that allows you to replicate additional fairies onto your party. This design conduit is aimed at addressing feedback, particularly from disciplined holy priests, that it feels punishing to cast healing spells when the fairies are active. Can someone explain what this means? Because I don't really play with Fae as a disc priest or holy. I just remember back in Torghast it didn't work, so I was like, well, I guess I'll address it later, and I haven't servers it down, so I can't like play with it. So what does this do? Priest, main, help, anybody. Hopefully it'll make it better. I really don't understand. Like, yeah. Okay, so we got ourselves priest changes, shadow priest ones. In some situations, priests may want to spend insanity and cast into different plagues on the same target at a short time. This causes a situation where the damage of that can be wasted. Basically, prior to this, it was like you pop a DP on the enemy and you have so much sanity and generating a ton of it. You hit him with a DP, and you hit him with a DP, and it just overwrites your original DP. It doesn't actually take out the damage. So now it's going to be like Mage Ignite. Address this, we've made a change where subsequent changes of subsequent Devouring Plagues will cause the damage to roll into the existing dots. So like, let's say you have like a DP and it's like ticks down to half, and you'll throw another DP. So whatever that half damage is just going to be added into it over the same amount of time. So it's still going to be 6-second ticks, over 6 seconds. But the damage of prior DP is just added. So players might notice a functionality similar to Mage Ignite, which is good. So you could just drop a bunch of DPs into the enemy, and it's giga strong. You're gonna have real big bursts if you have a lot of sanity, which happens sometimes. If you're especially playing the Surrender to Madness talent. We also introduced a new talent to replace Legacy of the Void called Hunger and Void. The intent is to make it similar to Legacy of the Void to be ideal in situations where the priest focuses on a single target. We don't know what that means. I don't know what Hunger and Void is going to be like. Is it going to be like Legacy? We don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Additionally, we're changing the Void Torrent. So that's like the thing where you channel. It used to be like the artifact weapon, and now it's a talent on the same row as a Mindbender. It's like a big old shadow channel, and it refreshes your dots on enemy. Now, instead of refreshing Devouring Plague on the target, which now can ignite, it'll just apply a fresh one while you're channeling. So that means you won't be able to get like a big Devouring Plague Ignite, refresh the duration while you're channeling, and then apply a third Devouring Plague for a big Giga Ignite, which was too strong. So now you'll basically just throw in an extra DP when you use the ability, which I think is going to make the other choices actually decent. Alrighty. And I think we got, what, Rogue left. Yeah, so Rogue is going to be the big one. So let me just read it as it is. With Shadowlands update, with updates coming soon in Shadowlands beta, we are updating the vent their ability for rogues. It will not be called Flagellation, was previously Slaughter. Flagellation is an instant cast with a 25-second cooldown that starts once Flagellation is removed from the target. The rogue lashes the target with anima 3 times, dealing shadow damage and applying debuff for 45 seconds. That causes additional lash for each combo point you spend. So it looks like it's a finisher as an ability. On a 25-second cooldown, applies a debuff for 45 seconds. Once the target has been lashed 25 times, reactivating Flagellation cleanses the Torment and increases the mastery by 10% for 25 seconds. So it's a fairly short CD ability with a build-up, what looks like a finisher, that does a bunch of separate hits of shadow damage. Applies a debuff for 45 seconds, and after doing the slashes 25 times, you gain a mastery buff. Which you would think mastery buff would be really bad if you're Outlaw, but Outlaw actually has a thing right now with a conduit where you could actually get more chances to for mastery. So master's stat ends up being a little better. Your mastery goes from like 30% chance to trigger a master hit to like 40, and it can be 50, and I think it can go up to 60, maybe even 70. So like a 70% chance for mastery to hit makes mastery a little bit better of a stat. Seems really good for sub mastery as well as being a finisher, maybe. We'll see, but like it's actually better than Slaughter itself. Because Slaughter was a poison and I thought it was a cool idea, but it just didn't really fit, you know? So they just were like, you know what, let's make it like a finisher. I was like, cool. We don't actually have a single ability that's a finisher right now. None of the rogue abilities are finishers, which is interesting. So you're rocking a game NPC as old as mine. Mine is old? Huh? I bought this thing in like what, 2019? Is it that old? I guess like a month goes by and everything you have is old. Technology advances that fast, huh? So 5 finishes, then mastery buff. I think so. So okay, so I'm reading it, but like we don't know how it's gonna function until we play with it. Because the way I'm reading it, right? Rogue lashes the target with anima 3 times, dealing shadow damage and applying debuff that causes additional lash for each combo point you spend. So it looks like it'll have minimum 3 lashes. And 5 combo points will give you like 8 lashes, right? Is that right or wrong? Talking about the PC old setup in the description. Do I still have the old? Yo, hold on. What graphics card does it have in my description? Actually, because I might need to update it then. Because that's my fault then. That's my bad then. Yeah, what? How old is the graphics card, dude? What does it say? Because I don't have my stream pulled up. Is it 1 lash per combo point? Okay, so it looks like it's you lash on the target 3 times. Additional lash for each combo point you spend. So it looks like you lash at least 3 times baseline plus 1 combo point. Okay, yeah, that's old. That's old. I do need to update it. You're right. I do need to update it. Yeah. No, mine is really a lot newer. A lot, yeah. 980 Ti though is a really good card. Okay, that explains it. That's my fault. Yeah, my bad. I need to update it. I'll do it at some point. Credit's gonna have to remind me. Use it to gain a debuff and make each combo point you'll spend during debuff flashes at the enemy. Wait, okay, so you... Oh, okay, so you... Oh, okay, I see. Rogue lashes the target with 3 times, dealing shadow damage applying debuff that causes additional lash for each combo point you spend. Okay, so you use it, you hit the enemy 3 times, put a debuff, and as you spend combo points into the enemy, right? So you'll like build combo points, eviscerate. That's 5 extra lashes because it's a 5 combo point eviscerate. Is that how that works? Okay, if that's how that works, then it's not a finisher, it's a debuff, which I like. 25-second cooldown, put a debuff on the enemy. Does that mean you want to use this on cooldown or just use it for debuff? That's a good question, actually. Yo, that means Dreadblade's talent for Outlaw is going to be nuts with this, because Dreadblades use Sinister Strike, 5 combo points, or Deeper Strat, 6 combo points. Sinister Strike, 6 combo points with Deeper Strat into a Dispatch. Pistol, Between the Eyes, 6 more combo points. So you can get it back up really quickly with Mastery buff as Outlaw. I mean, you probably can't sub with Shadowblades. And Assassination, you build quite a bit of combo points, but with Outlaw in particular, it's going to be really good. 6 combo with Jack and our talents? Yeah. It's a dot that you can cash in. You don't shadow damage plant debuff. Okay, so I guess it's a dot for 45 seconds. That's actually kind of cool. So I think it'd be really good for rogues. Like, rogues are going to have to cloak. And, like, you lash them and they can't cloak. I guess it's going to be different than the Necrolord. I wonder if they nerfed the Necrolord ability while we're at it. Yeah, so this could actually be really good. I do wonder, Reactor and Flagellation cleanses the Torment. I guess it just like removes the debuff and it gives you a buff with Mastery for 25 seconds. And then, so basically 25 seconds, you're going to have Flagellation on the enemy. Or however long, and then you have a buff. Then you'll put it, build it up, you buff yourself. Put it, build it up, you buff yourself. The 10% mastery as Outlaw, it actually doesn't sound that bad anymore. Mastery used to be a bad stat, but they might actually be good in this expansion. Something good because it's spamming into a boss or big elite to focus on a mob of enemies. I see what you mean, yeah, like using the fan, the spin, the fan of knives, and then into eviscerate, fan of knives into eviscerate. Yeah, I think for sub it's going to have advantage in that regard. I think Technical Assassination does too, because if it crits with fan, you get a lot of common points. Outlaw, I mean, you have your talents, and maybe the Dreadblades will be really good with this. It might actually be pretty cool. But also, Outlaw build card a lot of common points as well, so it won't really be that bad, I don't think. Yeah, I think for Assassins will be good if you're trying to funnel into one target. If you're trying to funnel. I don't know if Assassination will want to funnel. I think with this ability, you might want to. But I like it. I think it's better than Slaughter because it's an actual active ability. And you know what? Now I need to figure out what to do with my fucking Roll the Bones, because I have Roll the Bones on number 5, which is generally my button for my Covenant abilities. And now I don't know what to do with my Roll the Bones. I don't know. I don't know. So this will be interesting. I think Assassin would be good with this also. Yeah, I don't think any spec actually doesn't benefit from it. I think it's a common ability that works for all the specs. The Fae thing lets you reset with certain legendary, is pretty good. It lets you catch a reopener. I think maybe for Outlaw it's pretty bad, the Fae one, but I'm okay with it. I wasn't going to play that anyway. If the nature damage is worth it, I think it'll be fine. Maybe they can make the nature damage bigger for Outlaw, just because you don't really get any of the benefits. But we'll see. Yeah, I like this a lot though. Because I want to play Venthyr, and I was just like, Blizzard, just give me an excuse to play Venthyr. I want to play Venthyr anyway. And Slaughter was a cool idea. And I gave some ideas of like what they could do with Slaughter, but I'm okay with them going another direction with Flagellation. I want to see what that was going to look like. Get an MMO mouse. I do have one. It's a Naga. There's a break every month or so. I do have one, but you know what? I guess it should bind like the ability to there. There's certain binds I don't actually like. This is how I do my key binds, and this is what you guys can do too. Like, I'm not some fucking gamer pro, dude. I ain't gonna be like fucking Shroud, okay, dude? Hold up, I ain't Shroud. Oh wow. So I bound all the Naga key binds that are comfortable for me to press. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Actually, yeah, 3. 3 is blind, 2 is gouge, 1 is the tricks. 4 is my sprint. 7 is my AoE, 5 is my sap macro, so I could just like sap. 12 and 11 are for mounts, but the other ones I don't really find comfortable, so I haven't bound. So I'm trying to figure out like what other keybinds can I use for all the abilities. Literally Gamer Pro. I have a big mouth, that's all I got. Imagine Solid Throw with Night Stalker, Dark Shadow, and using its Shadow Dance. This would be buffed by damage increase, so it would be a really strong sub. We don't know. It's a good question. I think it would get buffed by all those buffs, but I don't think you would run Night Stalker, Dark Shadow for sub. It doesn't seem like the best choice. Actually, it seems the more sustained build is better. We don't even know the damage of this ability. We know the damage with Mastery is nice for 10%, but the damage itself, the Shadow damage, might not be worth. But we'll have to wait and see. We gotta test it. I use all mine on Naga plus shift and all of them. Oh, I guess it's a very good way. If you get used to Naga and you just like shift down, shift up, shift whatever, I guess I could probably use like a shift 5 for reroll. But it'd just be weird. So I probably want to reroll, roll the bones on a comfortable keybind. I probably would want to do that first. It used to be between the eyes and Kidney Shot were a different thing, but same thing. But now that they're a different thing, I'm like, And then Roll the Bones and Slice and Dice, a whole nother story, so I'm just like, And then I want to be able to use Shiv, I want to be able to use Gouge. I'll need to think of what I want to use for reroll, but I'll probably figure out, like, there's probably a keybind that I don't really use that often that can, like, drop. Because Alt 2 became like the ability I would use for the secondary Covenant ability, Alt 2. I guess it doesn't really matter as much if you are Kyrian, because you don't really ever need to summon your little owl boy immediately, I guess, unless you run out of stuff. I'm trying to think. Like, I really want to log on beta and see if I can figure out a spot, because now it actually has a space. Shift control and alt can be mapped. Yeah, I don't find control comfortable at all, though. I find shift comfortable. Alt I find comfortable with certain keys like 1 and 2. Alt 1, alt 2. Control is not comfortable for me, dude. I try to play like for FPSs with control. It's hard. I always replace it with C. I'd rather just toggle it. Like, I know it's probably like much easier to hold it down for like reaction time, but I will literally rather do one or the other. Bone Spike from Necrolord. I will see how good that one is gonna be. 1 to 12 actually, 1 to 5 on keyboard, R, T, F, G, B, and V. So I don't use B and V or G. But that's a comfortable one would be. V, I think would actually be pretty comfortable. F I do use, R I use, T I use. There's gotta be one of them that I don't use nearly as often. There's probably something I can move. Because Roll the Bones, like, you don't need to use it often, but you do want to use it from time to time. So what do I have on T or Shift T? Shift T is my between the eyes. Can't really move that. T is usually Killing Spree or Blade Rush. Can I move that anywhere? No, not really. Stealth, heal. Drone works in the same spot. I mean, I guess I have keybind for number 3. But let's say if I use 3 for Roll the Bones. What do I put Mark for Death? Or what do I put, I guess, for Outlaw would be the Dreadblades. Because 3 feels comfortable for that. But 3 feels too close. Usually I have 3 as Mark for Death, but usually we'd have Mark for Death and shorter cooldown back in Legion. It's kind of exciting that we have so many new abilities. I know some people hate it, but I kind of find it exciting. Do you have Tilde Bound? No, I don't. I guess I could make reroll that, yeah? Because I don't need to press it all the fucking time. It would take me a bit to get used to, though. Because I'm someone who fucking... I'm a dinosaur when it comes to getting used to new keybinds and new tech in general. If I get a whole another mouse, like a whole another brand, yo, it takes me a fucking week before I'm comfortable, dude. On this keyboard, 1 through 6. EQ. Yo, I kind of like strafing, dude. I can't get rid of that, dude. It's so hard. Plus shift for those variations. Yeah, I guess it would work out pretty well. From dot AoE legendary. Wait, which one? When I play out, I want to go Necrolord and Shiv Universal. So, does Shiv spread the dot with your bleed? It's technically a bleed, but does it spread? I haven't got to test it. I think it would be interesting. That would be a really cool idea, though. That actually sounds insane. Shift. So you basically just like spike into a Shiv, spikes everywhere, and then every other spike is gonna fucking slam. That'd be interesting. I didn't even think about it. That sounds awesome. My mouse are 1 through 15, 1 to 3 plus 3. Keyboard R T R Q R R T. Shift E. That's another one that I have with Shift E. That's my movement. Which I got used to that. Maybe we could do like Shift Q. It'd be so weird. I would probably need to figure out like an easier keybind. Like, it's probably one ability I don't actually ever really need to use, or I can move it. I could probably think of something at some point or another. I'll figure it out. You know, I'll figure it out. What the fuck? Oh, no. What is that doing? Oh, it's trying to print. What is this? Weird. Okay, let's not touch that. Yeah, bro, what's up, Divi? Let's not touch that, dude. What am I doing? Shit, was master silent. Oh, that's a good way to put it. No, please don't. I kind of like this over Slaughter Poison. Now it's really a waiting game, dude. Well, I guess while we're waiting, we actually can do something. Let's go to PTR, and I kind of want to see if I can test out the damage numbers for Windwalker with the 2-handers or 1-handers. Here's a modifier that only use or being used to down. Use a modifier for the ones you already used to down. Yeah. I guess I should do that. Maybe like a Shift 5. I could probably do like Shift 5, right? That probably wouldn't be that hard. Probably wouldn't be that difficult. Alright, let's get on PTR, let's get on a Monkus and see if we can actually try figure out like what abilities, if the two-hander, one-hander thing works. Do you even have Monk to copy? Have a copy to Monk? Monk. Dalfox. Oh, PTR copies work, by the way, boys. So we're gonna definitely have pre-patch duels. Alrighty, let's see. Pre-patch probably next week. I would love it to be next week, dude. I will be nerfed through the early dark. You think so? That's why I think Necrolord Spike is the best covenant ability. Well, it has been the best just on damage alone, but balance tuning hasn't happened yet, Derek. And there's a good chance I might not make that combo, even though it's technically a bleed. It's not a rogue bleed, so we'll have to wait and see. I think it'd be too strong as a combo. So maybe they'll just make it so that doesn't function, but we'll see. You gotta try it in beta. What do you think pre-patch is next week? Hopefully, it could be the 6th. I would be really sad if it was the 13th. I'd love for Blizzard to just say fuck it and drop it tomorrow. This personally, because it's like the most irrelevant season of patch ever. Can I change it so that the UI isn't like this fucking zoomed out for my alts, dude? Is that a possibility? Because it's super giga zoomed out for my alts. Oh, that's too big. That's about the size I normally like it. Okay, do I have any two-handers? What weapons do I have? I don't have two-handers. Okay, isn't there a weapon in the monk order hall? Like so one-hander or two-hander, boys? Is that a thing? I need to know. Is there a weapon vendor in the order hall? DC'd. Okay. I guess the order hall doesn't work. That monk might be royally screwed. There's a vendor? Okay. I'm gonna try to see if I can come back in there. Because I literally got DC'd immediately. Let's see if it lets me back in. Kunlai. Oh, it's sent me to Kunlai Summit. Which is easier. Oh, okay. Let's try it again. Kunlai Summit. What's going on? Okay. A streaming error has occurred. Am I not allowed to stream the Kunlai Summit? Alright, let's make another monk and figure out who else is a vendor. Yeah. I need to give him some other weapon. Any auto vendor add-ons you recommend? Any auto vendor? Not that I can recommend. Yeah, that one's bricked. Is there another vendor somewhere in Mogambala with like two-handers or one-handers? It doesn't even need to be a good weapon. I just need to see if it changes the damage numbers. Whether you have a two-hander or one-handers. Or dual-wielder one-handers. Dual-wielder two-hand. I can't... My brain is just melted. I'm just so excited over these updates. It's just barely hanging in there, dude. It's barely trying to scrounge... wrinkles, a couple wrinkles together. Jesus Christ. Okay, it should be in Harbor. Okay, there should be a vendor in Harbor. Okay, we just need like literally like Iron Man weapons. Like any kind of weapons would work. Like I would like it if I had like some kind of a purple weapon as a two-hand, just to see the damage, so it has like similar stats on it. But at this point, like any weapon, because I just want to see the damage output, whether it's one weapon or another. I just want to see if Fist of Fury does more damage with a pole arm or two one-handers. That's all I want to see. Go get your artifact weapon from Legion. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Well, let me still do this. Let me still go to the boat, somewhere out here and buy some weapons, and I'll probably check the bank, because I'm pretty sure the weapons can only be used by certain specs. Like I'm pretty sure the Brewmaster weapon might only be usable in Brewmaster. Could be wrong, but we'll see. Toys, football one. Okay, cool. Baskets. Is there fish? Food. Camels. Wait, are those the same camels? Yo, these are the same camels, dude. I remember getting one of those. Okay, well, none of them sell anything but food. Okay, is it the other side, maybe? What's up, Master? How you doing, my man? Yeah, it's spec locked. I knew it. The mind teaser. Is this all this says? I never known this guy was here. It's always coming but never arrives. A river? Because the other ones, I mean, they were pretty easy. I kind of want to go for a second. You bury me when I'm alive, you dig me when I'm dead. That's your plan. Time? I didn't know it was a thing. Cool. So what the fuck do I go to get like a guy that can sell me weapons? Is there really nobody? Do I need to go like up here? I think maybe there's a weapon vendor here. I literally just need any weapon. Just something with a two-hander, like a pole arm, and then one-handers. This is probably sell weapons, right? Oh god. Trade supplies and repairs. None. I need like a blacksmith. Bracelets. Or just like a weapon you could just buy, dude. Oh my god. That's a wizard, literally. I'm fucking drunk and the mount just doesn't want to fly. So then it just goes up. That's my life now. He just has a mind of his own unless I like constantly control him. Okay. I guess we're going up. Back up. I'm gonna try to Yo, okay, seriously, where do I get a weapon, dudes? Where do I get a weapon? Where can I go to buy a weapon? Dude, I should just fucking go to Orgrimmar at this point. There's like gonna be a vendor in Orgrimmar. The other side of Zuldazar, it is PvP vendor. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. I'll try to see if I can fly straight. Never drink and fly down? True. I like how they have this, dude. I forgot that they had it. Alrighty, one of you guys. Stable Master, no. Fresh water. His name is Weapons, but he doesn't actually sell shit. Because there's no real like PvP vendor. Like there's no gear vendor. Is it maybe up here? Can use heirloom weapons. Wait, that's actually a genius idea. That will work. Wait, that's actually genius. Wait, are you okay? Haste. Perfect. That is actually genius. Yeah, so we have a staff. It's not amazing, but it's a staff. At least we have a two-hander. So there's a bit of difference of crit. Okay, crit is not an issue at all. So is there a difference in terms of stats though? God. 8 agility versus 8 agility. I'm okay with it. I'm actually okay with it. Yo, that was awesome. Someone mail him one. I was a PTR. I don't think you could really. Okay, let's just keep fucking flying, dude. The dragon really wants to turn. So we just gotta keep moving our mouse very slowly in circles or something. Because it didn't finish the gear yet. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, heirlooms though was a genius idea. Whoever suggested it, you're a fucking champion, dude. Champion of Azeroth right here. Champion! Now go heal some wounds, champion. Go heal some wounds. Alrighty, so here we are. So we got weapon main, weapon offhand. So we got a dual wield. So we got 3... Wait, can I just make like a... And... Sets. Dual wield. Staff. So, Fist of Fury. Oh, wait, hold on. Dual wield. Fist of Fury is 3,193 damage. Dual wield, 3,284 damage. What about Rising Sun Kick? 1624. 1629. So it's 2-4. So it's slightly more damage for a big Fist of Fury. Tiger Palm, 183. A staff. 180. So it's a little bit more jab damage with a staff. Black Eye Kick is 619. With dual wield, it's 621. So it looks like the kicks with two hand are a little bit stronger. It looks like the punches with the staff are a little bit stronger. That's interesting. Whirling Dragon Punch. 1315. With the staff, it's 1338. Wait, so punches with the staff are actually stronger, but kicks with two hands are stronger. That's interesting. That's actually interesting. So like, I go for a big old Fist of Fury. It's actually a little bit stronger with a staff. Wait, I think I actually can calculate both of them. Or I actually don't need to. Hold on. So I was with dual wield. Now with two. No, that was the staff. Now with dual wield. And Zoan apparently. Ooh, Zoan does a lot of damage. So normal hit is 1-1-2-4 versus the other one that was normal hit 1-1-3-6. Yeah, so there's a slight difference. That's interesting. I never knew that was a thing with monks. I actually never knew that was a thing. I always guessed that the reason dual wield will be better, you know why? 2 enchants, like a Death Knight. 2 enchants versus 1 enchant. I did not know there was going to be that difference. It's a very slight difference though, like very, very slight. I wonder what other abilities fit into that. Because Rolling Dragon Punch fits into it. What about your AoE, your Spin Crane Kick? So Spin Crane Kick 508 with dual wield, with a staff. It's 506. So it's a very slight uptick for dual wield. Very, very slight. Okay, what about other abilities? So Jade Wind 581. Wait, what am I? Dual wield staff. 591. 581. Very, very little on Jade Wind towards the staff. It actually likes the staff better. Does Chi Burst do anything? 2-4-3 with the okay, with the staff it's 2-4-7 and 2-4-3. So the staff actually likes Chi Burst better. Chi Wave is with a dual wield 91 versus 93. Very, very slight. Tiger Eye 184 with the staff and 181. This is interesting. Yo, I'm gonna record this, dude, because I didn't know there was a difference. I literally thought there would be no difference whatsoever. That's crazy. Who do want PvP and retail right now? It's there's a reason why I haven't really been doing anything retail recently, except for like raids, and we do them Tuesday and we're done. Gotta spin and see if it lands on a mage. Do it, dude. Spin the wheel to choose your main in Shadowlands. I think I know which one you're talking about, RB. I saw one on Reddit before. I landed on Shadow Priest, which I already wasn't planning to play. Yo, you know what it landed me on? It landed me on a Survival Hunter, and I spent again Outlaw Rogue. And I was actually thinking, like, if I didn't play Rogue, I'd probably play Survival. So, I thought it was interesting. Could you link it? Let me see if I can find it for you guys. If it's on Reddit, if it's the same one that RB is talking about, if it's the one on Reddit, then I can link it, see what you guys get. If I can find it. Where is it? Hold on. It looks like there's a couple of them. Here's the wheel. So this is the wheel that I saw. A random wheel picker. I guess I could get it to you guys too, right? Here we go, if you want to use a random... Oh, that's a big old fucking... That's... Yeah, I can't even pose. That's way too fucking big, dude. Holy shit. I can't even link it. I can't even link it. I can't even link it. Oh, no. I mean, I can link you probably the Reddit post that has it, right? There we go. If you guys want to get it, it'll be like the wheel. We want to do that. Alrighty. What are the chances we get Alpha, boys? Yo, give me the one of the specs I would actually play. Don't give me Demon Hunter. Yo, don't give me Demon Hunter, dude. Affy is pretty good. Affy is pretty good. Yeah, if you go to the link, then you go to the link called The Wheel. And there's multiple versions of The Wheel. Affliction Warlock, dude. That is a spec that I actually would play. Sub-Rogue. Affliction is something I actually would play. It looks like a lot of fun. Let's spin it again. That's it then. No, dude, I already chose Outlaw, man. I already made that decision prior. Frost Mage. Yo, dude. What'd you guys get? On your first roll, what'd you guys get? On your very, very first roll. Actually, let's do it again. Let's do it again. I'm gonna do my very first roll. You guys do your very first roll. Okay, ready? Ready? Let's do it together, boys. Let's do it together. Go to the link. I'll give you guys like 30 seconds. We're all gonna roll and then write in chat what you get. I want to see what you guys get. And then tell me if that's the spec you were gonna play or not. Don't roll yet. If you need to re-roll, just reset it, refresh it. Okay, ready? Everybody roll. In 3, 2, 1, roll. What do we get? I don't think it was trying to roll for us. I think it was just telling us what class we're on. Link, please. Link is in the chat. Sub-Rogue, Havoc DH, Aflock, Destralock, Rested Druid. Yo, all good fucking classes. Ellie Shaman. Are you Ellie main? Yo, this is funny if you land on an Ellie main, dude. I got Windwalker. Blood Death Knight, no thanks. That's Destiny, dude. Imagine if that's how you had to pick our classes. I mean, it does everything for you, right? Yeah, you get, it's like, what class should I play? Oh, I don't know. Here's a random fucking wheel. Here's a random wheel. Just pick one. Sub-Rogue, Ellie Shaman. Dude, no one got Enhancement? Guardian Druid. I was looking for as an alt. I've actually never played Elemental, but you have. Now you have to play Elemental, dude. You have to make an alt. At least, like, consider making an alt out of this. Brewmaster? What? Oh my god. Fire Mage! That's extra funny. The fact that Kren got Fire Mage is extra fucking funny, dude. She hates fire. Oh, she doesn't hate fire mages. She used to play fire back in Legion, but she's like, they're not like Legion, so she don't like it as much. She like Legion version way, way better. She's all frost, dude. And then we got Enhanced. I never touched Shaman. You got Enhanced, dude. Definitely try Enhanced, Nick. At least level 1. I think you'll like it. It's kind of cool. If I get my Mr. 1 10th roll. Okay. How many rolls will it take for me to get Outlaw, though? I do want to see. Protection Warrior. Never even thought about that class. Oh, that spec. Rest of Shaman. That's another one I didn't really consider too much. Mystery or Monk. Back to the monks. How many will it take for me to get Outlaw, though? Survival Hunter, dude. I'm okay with Survival. Frost Mage. Not even Arcane. I got second roll enhancement thing I'm planning to go for. Demonology Warlock. I actually do want to play that. Dude, give me that outlaw. Windwalker. It's back to Windwalker, dude. It's back to Windwalker. Rusted Druid. I used to play Rusted Druid back in the day, dude. That's who I used to play way, way back. Arcane Mage. Yeah, I'm not getting the spec I want, dude. This ain't happening. Is there any more updates from the post? None. Yeah, so this is interesting actually with Windwalker. I didn't realize they actually had like damage differences slight based on whether you're like Fist of Fury or dual wield or if you're two-hand. So it looks like dual wield gives you better kicks and the other one gives you better non-kick abilities and punches. Well, basically punches. Everything that's a fist weapon. Everything that's a punch. Which is interesting. So like your chi based abilities too. It's like anything that's like magical for monks. Must play Demon Hunter, that's your fate, Nemesis class. No, dude, please no. Never outlaw, dude. Literally never lucky on outlaw. I'm gonna play it either way, dude. I have to. I'm gonna do it. 24 hours later. Dude, I swear to God, dude. I got the first time I actually rolled, I got survival and the second click outlaw. I swear, guys. Believe me. I swear to God I got it, guys. I wouldn't lie to you ever. What's up with Tix? What'd you get? Did you roll? Didn't you get a link? Let's spin. Got a range and melee wheel separate now. Got a marksman. Oh, that's actually a good one. Yo, I should do that. Hold on. Let me go back. So you can get separate, like, separate stuff. Okay. Separate one. We got a tank, healer, melee, ranged. And then classes. I want to spin them all. So what about tanks? I'm okay with Guardian Druid. I actually kind of find them somewhat fun. They're pretty easy, but I find them kind of fun. Not gonna lie. What about healer? If he gives me all druids, if you give me Boomkin right here, or Feral. Wait. Oh, I was thinking to myself, like, if it gives me a Feral, then I think I would, or if it gives me Balance Druids, then I would need to play Druid main, dude. I used to main Druid too. But, like, if it actually gave me 4 Druids in a row, I feel like I would have had to, dude. Oh, God. Because I actually want to play Feral. Oh, Jesus, dude. Warrior. That's just, how do you, like, what luck is there, dude? What unholy luck is there? Doesn't give me a cat, Kit Kat member? Yo, dude, I actually like Feral. I think they're fun. Dude, roll the first 3 is what you'll play. Roll and the first 3 is what you'll play. Like the first, in the overall, the wheel. First 3. Holy Paladin. Frost Mage. Holy Priest. A Paladin and a Priest, dude. It's such a class diversity of 2 holies. I got 2 holies. Something tells me I should probably go to church. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. This is fun as fuck, though. This is fun. I got an Unholy, DK, and Ellie. Yo, that's hot. That's actually 2 good specs, man. Those are 2 good options. Really good choices, honestly. Melee DPS sub rogue. That's not bad. Is rogue good? Yeah, I'd say so. Shadow Priest or sub rogue assassin. Either one, man. Either one. Okay. Let's actually do like legit rolls. Another one. Let's go again. With tank, healer, and DPS. I like that one. Tank. Prot Warrior, Healer, Rusted Druid, Survival Hunter, Beastmaster Hunter. Why 2 hunters? Why 2 hunters? Demon Hunter. Too many hunters, dude. Too many hunters on the list. Too many. Too many. I play with daggers, I think. Subbro Chesbook's on the Fury. No, they can't. They use daggers. You can maybe use heavy weapon offhand, but I think dagger's better. And offhand. First video was a druid. I did play druid, boys. I was my first character was a druid. I think a lot of us were there though. Dal Hunter main. Yo, I think if Rogue got like if they fucked up Rogue really bad, I really could see myself as a Hunter main. Like Rogues and Hunters, what do they have in common? They're both squishy. They have immunities. They have good mobility. And there's like interesting mobility with grapple hook or like survival hunter, disengage, harpoon. There's enough to it. I actually could totally enjoy it. BM tank, Mr. Heal, Windwalker monk, fire mage. Yo, if you actually get old monks, you might have to play a monk at that point. Might have to play a monk, dude. Oh my god, dude. Can you post a link to the changes? The recent changes? Yeah, I can. If you want to read the whole thing. Let me refresh. Okay, nothing new. We're basically just waiting for the, we're waiting for Sungus Demonize. Yes, it is, 23. That is true. We're waiting for beta to be back up. Let me see if beta's actually up right now. Let me see, because we were on PTR. Assassin, Rogue, and Shadow Priest. Out of those two, oh, why not both? Play both. Because Rogues and Priests are really fun. I think I like both of them. Try them both in pre-patch, Chris. Because this patch should be better for ults. You should be able to play ults reliably. Alright, so that's still down. It is updating as we speak. New build. It just got detected. Yo, let's go, dude. Okay, I'm just gonna... Should I just let it like update if there's any... Oh! There's an update when the game closes. Let's update. Here we go. Come back after a couple of years where professions like now. They're going to be a little bit more relevant than they have been in the last few expansions. But I don't know which expansion you fell out of, James. So it should be quite a bit of professional updates this expansion. Professions are not going to be like groundbreaking in terms of must-haves in like PvP, PvE, or whatever. So it's not like you should feel like you are forced to play certain professions. But they will be more useful than they were in BFA. And Legion. I think Legion weren't all that useful. They were useful in some situations. But they should be better and a bit more balanced. And a bit more fun. Less RNG. That's the best part. Did Shadow Priest get a new talent PTR? Actually, that's a good question. I should have checked. Yo, I'm gonna do that next time. I'm gonna check after this. I got Destro Warlock and Fury Warrior. Those are good ones, dude. Destro Warlocks. I'd never really pegged my chicks to be a Destro Warlock. More on Affliction. But those are good ones, though. You are a Fury Warrior. You did play one. Or have one. I don't know if you're main in one. Warrior for mobility. Warriors are pretty good for mobility. Generally can decide between Warrior and Death Knight. Both of them are really, really good choices, in my opinion. Really good choices. I think Death Knights are looking extra spicy, though. Like, I'm definitely gonna play DK, but Warrior would be another one I would want to play too. Hopefully the tuning, like, is good for both of them. But Death Knights have raid utility now. The Warriors already had raid utility, but Warriors are getting more, like, self-care tools. So that's gonna be really cool. Like, Reflect, Innervate. It's gonna be really interesting. I'd say go Warrior if you love mobility. Go Death Knight if you just want, like, power. I guess both. It makes it sound like one does more damage than the other, but that's not what I mean. Yeah, I love DK and wish it would have been mobility though. Yeah, I say try them both in pre-patch. Don't make like a choice now and stick with it. Try them both in pre-patch. Maybe you'll play them out and you like one or the other. Disadvantage of the wheel, you may get a Windwalker monk. God, we did, yo. That's funny. That's funny. What do you think about Prop Warrior, chat or Dal? Prop Warrior. You know, Prop Warriors have had like a really bad rep on beta. I think they're going to be an underdog, but I don't think they're going to be awful. Or at least I'm hoping they're not going to be. I just don't see that many of them. So I think we'll see maybe more Prop Warriors once the... I think we might see more people try Prop Warriors and even play Prop Warriors once the game comes out live. Because on the beta, people just play whatever's meta. Whatever's like the best, you know what I mean? So... you don't really know until... I think we're not really going to see a lot of Prop Warriors doing well and really just be prominent until you get them into, like, players' hands. Like, everyday players' hands. Alright, let's see if that new talent for Shadow Priest is out, by the way. When it's pre-patch, do we still know? We still don't know. I'll be changing my main and try Shaman. Hell yeah, dude. Cool. Cool mount. Don't really... I think it's because this guy was originally a Void Elf. Okay, no, we still have Legacy of the Void here, so I don't think Legacy of the Void is going to be becoming Hungering Void until beta. So I think it's going to be only a beta thing. I don't think... Oh, you shadow damage over time affects the refresh. Yeah, so they didn't even change the Void Torrent yet. That hasn't changed at all. And DP, I need to put it like here. So many new classes, so many new abilities, dude. It's kind of nice. It's kind of fun. Yeah, so that didn't change. Let's go back to the beta. See if the beta servers are up. Because beta ROMs might be a backup. Panda every day. Thinking of playing Corsair and Rogue. It's fun to come by people, to people in Viz and Haymaker and push them off the cliffs. Yeah, if that's what you want to do, dude. Apparently, Outlaw Rogue Corsairans are not that bad for raiding and stuff. I'll be checking main try Shaman melee player. I'll try, but I'll try Elemental. Nice class to change melee caster specific. Yeah, I think that'll be really good for you to try like different aspects of the game, the range, the melee, and the healer. I think Shamans are going to be pretty good too, or at least I'm hoping they won't be that bad. Enhancement definitely looks very exciting, and Elemental so far has looked really strong so far with some of the changes I've gotten. I'm really hoping Resto will be fine. I mean, I doubt Resto is going to be bad for like top end raiding, but like in dungeons, I hope it's not super like, you know, just I hope in dungeons it won't just be like, you know, it'll be just all Resto druids or bust, because I think that would suck. At least for pugging. I know in like groups it's not going to be bad at all, really. I think I'll play, what's the best race for Outlaw Rogue right now? I think right now it's Human, Dwarf, Kultiran, and Blood Elf in Sims, but that's probably going to change when Shadowlands comes out. Because you might actually be able to sim stuff currently in Shadowlands. But I could be wrong in that one, though. Let me go hero damage real quick. Because hero damage will have some numbers of where we are currently. Rogue. So this is for raiding, right? Just ratios for raiding. Zandalari apparently with that crit damage. Where's Nightborn? Nightborn is ahead of Magha Oric. How? That's interesting. But Para is apparently pretty good. Blood was pretty good. 170 Zand is pretty good. But that's just for pure single target. In dungeons, see Dwarf, Human, Kultiran. I guess the versatility for Kultiran is pretty good though. Human gives you crit. Dwarf crit damage. But also it depends like how do they like sim the character. You also gotta take a look at the gear and what trades they're running. So they're running Heart of Darkness, which is good, but not that great as a trait. So this might be a little different without Heart of Darkness if it runs different traits. But yeah. You have Sub, which not a lot of people really play. An Assassination where Mag or Orc Burn is pretty good. Which I'm kind of surprised about, but I guess 2-minute buff for haste, crit, master versatility is good. In dungeons? Oh, it's a lot of Alliance apparently. And then Blood Elf. I think most people end up going Blood Elf for Mythic Pluses. Yeah, but if you need to know, here we go, I'll link it. Alliance Pog. Well, these are Sims. And also there's Sims in like... I think it's good to use Sims as tools, but like you also should use those tools with some context. So I think it's just a safe bet to just like not believe Sims like indefinitely, but it's good to take some of the ideas that Sims offer and kind of try to see if you can apply them. Anyway, we're just gonna be waiting, I guess, until the updates. Unless we have PTR. I don't even know if the updates are going to be up while we're streaming, which will be kind of sucky. But if they do go up, I think I'll keep it streaming longer. So the trash out, something to worry about, nothing except food. And I'm fine going hungry. Are you satisfied with the current Elder Mastery? I thought maybe we should get different mastery, but with the way the Blizzard is doing the Conduit, where once Blade Flare is active, you actually have a higher mastery proc chance. It actually works out to be pretty good mastery. I remember mastery, that same mastery, was actually more usable in WoD, when we could stack mastery to the point where in PvP we could have like 94% mastery. So with 94, 96% mastery with some procs, it could be really close to 100. Like every attack gave you a free auto, and actually that was huge with Slice and Ice and all the other buffs rolling as Outlaw with kidney shots and all that. Like it actually was massive amounts of damage. Like it was huge. It was a ridiculous amount of damage. And seeing more mastery hits is not bad because auto attacks are so highly valued right now in the current version of the game. So mastery is basically like a slightly stronger version of an auto, and mastery actually is becoming a better stat because of a conduit that gives us more chances for mastery hits. Slice and dice, the fact that we auto attack it so much gives us more procs with a 30% chance, and when you can increase that from 30 to 40, that's a bigger slot. So the changes that Blizzard has done, it doesn't change our mastery, but other aspects make it more valuable. So I'm okay with getting mastery on gear in next expansion. I'm okay with it. If mastery becomes a better stat, I'm okay with it. Would I like a better master or a different master like a Shadow Priest has gotten? Yeah. I don't know what it could be. I don't know what they could do. Maybe they could make the master revolve around between the eyes. Like between the eyes also, it makes the enemy take more damage or something. Kind of like how with Warrior Mastery, Colossus Smash, all that stuff. Oh, preamble, boys. Wowhead, are they doing a stream? Oh no. But we got preamble, boys. What do we have? Adventure Journal, broadcast text, follower encounter, mounts, global strings, Covenant missions tutorial, all enemies target row. Spell failed. This stuff generally doesn't really give us like a lot of sometimes it can give us like interesting detail. Kirin Hearthstone, so they're adding other Hearthstones too, like Kirin Hearthstone, Standard of the Necrolords. That's kind of cool. So toys, Necrolord Hearthstone, Night Fae Hearthstone. That's cool. So I'm actually a huge fan of Hearthstones. So the more Hearthstones they added in toys, the better. The more the merrier. That's cool. Rogue is an Adept and occasionally Void Elf. That's pretty cool. The Zealots and Masters are meh. That's true. Yeah, because certain classes, if they don't have a good mastery, then they don't have anything to scale into, right? Certain classes scale with haste. Certain classes scale with mastery. Certain classes scale with crit. And I'd say crit is not. I mean, it's a a chance to either do more damage or not. But like versatility is probably the worst scaling stat. Like right now in BFA, when we have corruptions, classes that scale with mastery scale infinitely because they just mastery just lets them do more damage. So stack of mastery is a go-to. Red Paladins, Fire Mages, any class that stacks mastery, they're doing really, really well. Then classes that stack haste are also another ones that do really well because it's just more abilities, more casts out. It's crazy. Plus also procs. Classes with crit are not the worst, but they're definitely not mastery guys or the crit haste guys. But crit, more damage with crits can be really good. Blood of the enemy really lets you do more crit damage and more crit chances with almost guarantee. That could be really good for certain classes. But then there's versatility dudes, and those dudes that stack Versa, like it's just not that good. Like monks or stack Versa, it's like no matter how much Versa they stack, like it will never be enough. It just doesn't scale as well as mastery and stuff. So when a class has good mastery or interesting crit mechanics or things proccing off of crits like Beast Mastery, their crits actually give them like more procs for abilities, which actually speeds up the playstyle a ton. And with traits, it just gave him like that massive advantage with stats scaling crazy. Yeah. Fix your 5511 dueling video? What'd I do? What happened to the video? Did I miss something? Oh lord. Fix the 5511 dueling video. What happened with it? Fix your 5511 dueling video. What happened to the video? It should be working. What do you mean, Mithron? Did I do something? Did I not do something? We'll actually enemy 3 times with debuff. Yeah, that mastery doesn't seem that bad, dude. Actually doesn't seem that bad at all. The new one. We'll see how good it is, though. It's supposed to do extra shadow damage while the debuff is on the enemy for the common points. For the duration, honestly, I think for 25 seconds right now is what they have. They might adjust it, but it's brand new. We really need to test it. I managed to rake up 3 million gold in the last few weeks, helping people level and selling any mats I get. That's awesome, dude. Are you gonna buy the long boy before it goes? Yeah, Mithron, what happened with the video, dude? Can someone check? Oh, well, it doesn't say Battle for Azeroth 9.3. It should say Yeah, not 8.3. It should be 9.0 PTR. Is that what it is? Shadowlands. I think that's what it was. 9.0 PTR. Yeah, my bad, my bad. That makes sense. Cool. Fixed. Miss Killing Spree one-shot times. That might come back. Well, not Killing Spree itself, but the Bandit's Gala is coming back. So you could do a big Killing Spree and a kidney shot. And that could be huge. Just your name, say 8.355. Okay, yeah, I did. Say 8.355. Makes sense. Did they get any more stuff for Wowhead? Oh, class tuning. Class tuning. Let's close this. So this might not be finalized. Achievements. Covenant Sanctums. Okay. Kyrian, non-vile services by 30 seconds. Brawn after 90 damage on hits. Brawn is just not that strong in my opinion. They nerfed Naya's tools. Quite a bit. Wow, that's a pretty big nerf. I guess it was just that good. Death Knight. Kill a machine. Your next obliterate. Deal frost damage and critical strike. Okay, so they just renamed it. Oh, they added the rank 2 into the name. Okay, cool. So like when you get it. Anima powers. I mean, damage, but as do you take up to 8 times? Yeah. Toxic accumulator. Enemies damage by does do take 8% damage. Yeah, so they changed in that. Unquenchable blade. Army of the Dead cooldown is decreased. Wait, what is this? Summon gargoyle power, room open and dancing. Oh, it's an anima power. Okay. So I'm gonna ignore that then. Does you while remain within area, your hard strike, necrotic strike, and other abilities will be. So you drop down Death and Decay. Double the damage over 10 seconds. While you remain in the area, your certain abilities will increase the amount of damage you do to the enemy, increase your strength, and reduce the amount of damage the enemy does to you by up to 8%. So that's basically what that is. Maximum 8. Demon Hunter. When I've finishes, your haste increases by 12% for 12 seconds. Is that new? That's not new, but I think it just incorporates as a rank 2. Okay, so it just didn't show up before. Okay, so that doesn't show up. Fodder Flame is now... It increases your attack speed by 10, not 20? What? Why? Was it that good? Did they just nerf it? I thought it was awful. I guess I was wrong. Anima powers. I'm gonna skip those. Dispelling magic effect, consume magic, heals you for 30% maximum. That does seem really good though. Mana Feeder's bib. Whoa, they're really buffed Elysian Decree though. Holy shit, that got giga buffed. Sinful Brand got buffed even more? Why? Didn't we just watch that ability to do giga damage? Yo, the Hunt got like double buffed in this, and the Dot even more. Charge to a target, do nature damage, ruin them in place, and inflicting damage to 5 nearby enemies in your path. Seems really good. That's pretty strong. Wow. Druids. Lunar Strike calls down a burst of energy. Starfire. Oh, okay. So it's just spelling. Okay, that's a spelling change. I think. Legendary effects. Warlock has a 50% chance to use your... Yo, that's the legendary that druid that bailed on us in the dungeon used. They buffed that legendary. Maybe that guy can come back and use a legendary some more. Oh, they nerfed this one by a lot. Your Light Bloom heals 2 targets, and the final heal is 25% instead of 75%. They're really nerfing that one a lot. So no longer consumes a heal, and extends duration of HODs by 6 seconds instead of 10. Okay. Cobra Shot now has less focus at a rank 2. Anima powers. Covenant abilities. Wait, Resonate Arrow that deals damage now? Wait, so this arrow will also deal damage on impact. Arcane damage to a nearby enemy, any enemy in the area, and fill the area, and leaving the area gives you the echo, so you still can ignore line of sight. That's cool. I didn't know they added the damage benefit to it. Wild Mark will deal 25% attack power nature damage. That seems pretty good. And apply apply Hunter's Mark to all enemies. Oh, it also applies Hunter's Mark. I didn't know that. And it'll affect 5 nearby enemies for you and your pet's attacks. So does that mean your pet's like... Does that only work off of kill command? Because it'll work off of like your pet's autos? And like claw? It might be able to. Mages. Legendary. Oh, this doesn't have like a max stack, so you could basically each consecutive critical strike you deal increase your crit by 2%, and it could stack forever if you just have 100% crit chance, and eventually give you 100% crit. So now it's only 10. All right, Torment and Backlash. Conjure 3 mirrors to torment the enemy for 25 seconds. So the extended duration, whenever the target attacks, cast a spell, a mirror is or cast a spell, an ability, mirror is consumed. Okay, so you were right. You guys were right. So every time they auto attack, cast a spell, or use an ability, so any one of those things can proc the mirror. So then it'll have like a what 9-second, 6-second internal like debuff window. So I guess somebody could just, as long as they don't. So after using an ability for 6 seconds, they still have like a debuff. And their movement and cast speed are slow by 15%. Final mirror will inflict a bunch of spell damage and will root the enemy and silence them for 4 seconds. Every time a mirror is consumed, you gain 4% mana. Fire Blast Gold is reduced by 4 seconds, or you gain Brave Freeze. So that's going to be still, I think, better for PvE, but in PvP it might make it a little bit... I think it's still going to be good for PvP. Some of those nerfs are brutal. Really? Like, which ones? What? Wait, out of the nerfs we've seen so far, or like later down the line? Oh, they buffed Radiant Spark. But look at that. They buffed Radiant Spark quite a bit. I guess the nerfs are to the druid though, aren't they? Ancient Monastery. You track a palm, block a kick, heal an adjunct ally within 20 yards. Okay, so they just changed the name. They just changed the... Okay, so they changed the text for it. Okay, so they took out the initial heal from Tear of the Morning. Because it used to apply extended life to the initial target, instantly healing them. They took that away. When you heal the target, so 25% develop a miss to verify healing is also applied to all targets with Tear of the Morning. Is this wait, is this like is this Glimmer? Is this Glimmer? I think this is Glimmer. I think this is Glimmer. I think they basically made a Glimmer. Was it Glimmer before? I think it was basically Glimmer prior. Is that a nerf? It feels like a nerf. Because it was 50% of the heal applied to people with extended life. Now it's 25 and no longer has instant heal. But it increases the healing done to that target by 15. That could be Glimmer. I'm not really too focused on Soulbind conduits though, especially for like monks and stuff. I'm showing you guys. So it looks like there's a tumble they nerfed it though. Is that the one with the heal? No. Affected by leg sweep. Oh, okay. So the leg sweep no longer nerfs the enemies nearly as hard. So in PvP that would have been pretty something. Paladin. All they got is Vanguard's momentum. Hammer Wrath does 2 charges. And increases the holy damage down by 2% for 8 seconds. That's I think a little better. More holy damage. I wonder if you might be able to like chain them. You might be able to actually. Spirit Shell absorb shield for 100% of the value. Penance Power Word Shield and Atonement create an absorb shield for 100% of the value. Instead of healing. I guess that's just a clarification. Legendary during Rapture or Spirit Shell. Radiance cost 20% less mana and applies 4 seconds longer atonement. Or during Rapture, Forward Shield. Okay, so they adjusted its legendary so it works with Spirit Shell. That's cool. Obliterate Frost main damage dealer. Like, why make Obliterate Cleave and not Frost Strike? I guess it does make sense. Yeah, Blit is going to be most of your damage instead of Frost Strike. And maybe if you are going to be running that cleave build, you might actually be using another talent if you really wanted to cleave. I guess at 2 target, you won't really need to. It's interesting though. Yeah, it's... I don't think they want to make Frost like a big cleaver though. It's just only with Death's Due. To make it a little bit better for like building up the strength buff. Radiance looks like it got buffed. Healing is good by 33%. Big buffs. Holy shit, 79% buff. That could be huge. Okay, well, I think we saw this before in BTR. Oh, Void Bolt deals 35% more damage. That's interesting. While not in Void form, Mindful has a 50% chance to allow you to cast a Void Bolt. In Void form, Void Bolt has a 50% chance to set a cooldown Void Bolt. Dude, that's a big buff. That's huge. That seems really strong. Shadow Person deal 25% more damage base? Yo, this could be huge. Mind Devourer at 10% chance to make a DP. Cost less. Cool. So you got Benevolent, Guardian, Wrathful, and Fairy. Okay, yeah, those are fairies. Benevolent Fairy. Your Fake Guardians leave behind 60% effective copy of the benefit. Lasted 3 seconds with a jump to a new target. Oh, so you get more, like, you get more fairies, basically. They're spreading. Your Guardians leave behind a 60% effective copy when the benefit. So you won't just have one fairy. A Benevolent, Guardian, and Wrathful. So it looks like they'll just jump around to multiple targets. Okay, so that's what they were doing with the fairies for Fae. And you have a Conduit. Your Fake Guardians leave behind 60% copy. So that's the basically... So normally that's not a thing. So normally that's not a thing. So normally you don't leave a copy. That's just with this Conduit. That'll be interesting. I wonder if how many people will play Fae. Vein Ripper. Vanish. Wait, Anima Power? Wait. Vanish causes a target within 8 yards to suffer remaining damage of your poisons and bleeds and increase your agility by 1% for 30 seconds for each consumed. Wait, so it basically makes your dots just instant happen and gives you big agility? That's kind of cool. That'd be good in groups. Imagine putting a big ass dot, vanish, and all those dots just like proc on the enemy. Violencing Poison. Your instant damage finisher moves deal additional 50% as nature damage when behind targets. Flagellation. 68% attack power damage. It seems like quite a lot. Condemned for 1 minute, so it's not 45 seconds. Adds an additional lash. Lash 20 times, so instead of 25 it's 20. 15 for a minute! 15 mastery for a minute! 15 mastery for a minute! A minute! Ha! Oh boy. That seems really good. Pretty big already. I think they got the wrong version of this game in. A minute! Little Perma Master Buff. Whoa. I was just happy to read the 15%. A minute? I don't think it's gonna go live like that though. There's a good chance because it's not the same as what Blizzard posted in a blue post. Are the servers up? No. Static Discharge. Just a change. The nerfed Control Lava. Because people were already fighting combos with it. Oh no. Oh no. They nerfed a dude. They took away Elemental Blast from this too. That's kind of lame. It was kind of cool what it could do Elemental Blast. They didn't have numbers to this, but now they do. They just didn't have any numbers for Jonah's natural focus. The Fae, okay. Whoa, they buffed us. It does, instead of 69, nice. 140, so that's a lot more damage. Split evenly for each enemy target. So it will do evenly split of enemies, but if it's one enemy, it'll take a lot of damage. That's kind of cool. That's actually useful. Full challenge generates track of Maelstrom for Enhance. And then you release 50% of the damage from Fae will heal allies. Cool. Anima Power. Oh, they buff Chain Harvest even more. Is that for all 3 specs? Whoa. Because it was already pretty good. It does even more damage now. Fae does more damage. Primordial Bolt is instant. Nothing new there. Well, that actually, no, that means it's bad for enhancement. Wait, they just nerfed it. Because enhance cannot benefit the value for it. I didn't even think about it. Aw. Man, does it still only do a lightning bolt for enhance? Lightning bolt. They need to make it so you can use your elemental blast too. I think it's a nerf for enhance. Because they used to have a cast and it did more damage if you could make it insta. But now it's insta for everybody. So it's no longer beneficial for enhance. Respiratory got nerfed. By little. But that's a nerf. Wow. They're trying to really make it hard for you to pick. Warlock. Decimating Bolt. 169 Hurl. 169 Hurl. Demon Bolts by 200, dude. Demon Bolt slapping that hard. Can you believe it? Oh. Right now it works with Shadow Bolt and Demon Bolt, but they're gonna make it so it's only Demon Bolt. Oh, they nerfed Impending Catastrophe. The nerfs Tithe? What? Really? Why? Didn't anybody play it? I mean, somebody must have for them to nerf it. And then they made this do 100% more damage to your primary target. So maybe this whole route will be really good. Warrior, Warbreaker, cost match. That's awesome. Is cereal soup? Yes. Cereal is soup. It's very... Oh, no. Well, soup... No, soup needs a broth. Is milk broth? Probably not. Maybe it is. Probably not, though. But maybe it is. Right, Rampage critical strikes have a 25% chance. Wait, so just crit? It used to be crits reduce a chance, but now it's only 25% chance. This became even worse. Did anybody even run Reckless Defense? I thought it was bad. Maybe it got better. Maybe it got a lot better. Whoa, Malevolence. Mirror's of Torment can be cast instantly, and if the mirror kills an enemy, the cooldown is reset. Is that an anima? Okay, that's anima. Yeah, so Covenant, you got Chain Harvest doing giga more damage. Oblique and Cleave, and Death's is now no longer gives you passive reduction to enemy strength and your strength buff. Okay. Okay. Radiant Spark got buffed. Yo, this is buffs, dude. This is, I think this is mostly buffs. Isn't it? Can we agree this is mostly buffs? Except for Band. I don't understand why they buffed that more, but they did. So the nerfing it before it becomes a problem. Yeah, I guess so. Because if it's got broken when the secondary starts... Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Just I felt like maybe they should do it way later, but I guess nerf it now before it becomes a problem. Makes it not waste usually because it gives Maelstrom stacks, so the flow of Enhancement Shaman won't slow down. Not a wasted GCD because it will give Maelstrom stacks. Oh, okay. That'll work out then. That should make it so Primordial makes you cast Storm Strike at everyone. Well, Lightning Bolt at everyone is still pretty strong. Like, Lightning Bolt can do quite a lot of damage. 50% master for a minute. I know, a minute! I don't think it's gonna be like that when it comes to like live or beta, but a minute. 50-50 buffs and nerfs. Yeah, I guess it's 50-50. They adjustments. I feel like at this point it's balancing where certain things get buffed, certain things get nerfed. I am happy that they're at least trying to do something with the Covenant abilities, like the abilities themselves. Take something that's really busted, try to change it. And there's nothing else new. Yeah, nothing else new. I guess now we just gotta wait for servers to be up whenever that happens. This new event ability is interesting. What's your thoughts for it for Outlaw? Well, for Outlaw, I think it actually has some potential because of Dreadblade's talent, where Sinister Strikes, Pistol Shots, really anything that generates a combo point. This is going to let us generate like full combo points. So send a strike into a dispatch. You could go into a send a strike dispatch, pistol shot dispatch. That's a lot of combo points you can cycle through, right? As Outlaw in particular. So when you use the ability, you put a debuff on the enemy, and when you cycle through enough combo points into finishers, which every time you use a finisher, it gives shadow damage. And it also adds lashes to the enemy. And enough lashes, you'll get the mastery buff. So with Outlaw, you can actually probably have burst using Dreadblades with us. So you'll use it. First, you'll open up, get Slice and Dice up and running, roll the opener, roll the bones, ambush, Slice and Dice, lash, most likely, Dreadblades, combo point builder, like Send Strike, finisher. Like between the, it'll probably Blade Flurry prior to this, most likely, to get the mastery buff. And you'll Send Strike, full combo points, between the eyes. You can use Deeper Strike with this too. It'll just probably do more damage and we'll get through the lashes faster. So you'll get the mastery buff really quickly. So you use Send Strike, finisher. Send Strike, finisher. Pistol shots if you get procs, finisher. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While you have Dreadblades, you'll go through the slashes really quickly. So you'll get the benefit very, very quickly. And you can relash again. I think for Outlaw, it could have burst potential because of Dreadblades. So I don't think it's going to be bad for Outlaw. The Mastery also is not bad for Outlaw anymore. It used to be really bad. But we'll see. I'm a bit sad the nerf control of lava. I know. I think what they want to do is they want to keep letting players play control of the lava. And if you want to play that as a build, it's still going to do 20% more damage instead of 30. Right? It still is a buff. But they don't want to kill the playstyle off, but they also want to control it so it's not too much damage. You'll still be able to do a lot of lava bursts. They just don't want people to be able to like 1v3 people with that. You know, just from pressing a button. Memory of the Mother Tree, Wild Growth, 50% chance because the next rejuve. Yeah, so that is a buff. To 23 additional allies, I think that's gonna. I don't think it's 23, but that'll be a lot of allies. Who drinks cold tea? I haven't had tea in a bit, dude. That's just dirty water. I like iced tea. Am I drinking dirty water boy type? Does iced tea fit? I'm wondering. Snap, you're right. Iced tea, dude. I drink iced tea. Dude, I love me some dirty water with some ice. Best comments for Bowser at the moment. I think the Fae is still really good. I was hoping they would do something for the Necrolord. But with the busted dots, it might not be that bad. Is that 23? I copied it wrong. Oh, okay. I saw 23. I was like, really? Sun tea especially? I just like plain iced sweet tea, man. Not specific brand. Iced tea is tea because it has ice in it. Iced tea is tea because it has ice. It might just be, dude. I love my stew. I pull up to McDonald's. I was like, can I have some burgers and fries and stew in a cup, please? They know exactly what I mean. Yeah, I guess if it's stew, dude, I love me some stew. Best call for Druid overall is Ventir, I believe. Oh, that did buff it, too. They did buff it. Yeah, Ventir is much better now. It used to be Fae. I think Ventir is a little better. I think Kirin isn't as bad anymore. I think they're doing something with GCD. They might have to go back and adjust it, but we'll see. I really want Necrolord to be really good. It's not that bad, but it's not like top tier. Because I like the idea of like dots and like you'll get a swarm and make dots worse. I like the idea behind it. I'm just really praying DK Necrolord to get some buff, so it doesn't feel as bad outside of PvP. It's so damn good in PvP though. Well, I mean the Fae got nerfed, so I guess the DK did get buffed, non-directly, indirectly. How do you check if I got the pre-patch? Well, the pre-patch you can actually just enable in your account, Kelsey. I would look up WoW SHADOWLANDS pre-patch Dalaran in the search for YouTube. You'll find my video on how to get it, how to enable it. Then fix Guardian's interaction when you use it when they use Incarn. Is there a bug? I haven't tried it. I haven't tried Incarn. I've been trying to stay away from Incarn when playing Guardian. Iced tea is ice cubes too, we decided. Normal tea is soup. Okay. Yo, I'm gonna have some stew. I love some leaf soup. I like where your head's at though. DK Necro is really good in PvE as well. It's just that you have a possibility of clipping targets near it. True. Yeah. Because I use DK as a Necro. It's a big cooldown. Like, it's a 2-minute big cooldown. Like, it does quite a bit of damage, I think. I understand why, like, somebody might feel like in PvP it's really good, but in PvE it feels not as good. I think the nerf to Death's Due is going to make it a little better indirectly. I grew up on Santi and Bruce the best. Bruce the best way. Hell yeah, dude. Sun tea is just a regular whole brew tea, sweet tea that uses sun rays to. Oh, really? I didn't know it was like. I thought it was a brand. I didn't know it was like the way you brew it. That's cool though. I thought it was a brand. Sun tea. Which covenant is the best for DK now? That's a good question. I think it's going to be harder to answer that question, which I think is a good thing. Wait. Okay, I thought there was going to be a nerf to... Let me explain. I saw this thumbnail right here. That's a rogue Necrolord throw. That's like the bone spike. I, for some reason, thought that might be an adjustment to damage on Necrolord spike. That's literally what I thought that was. So that's why I got so excited for a second. False alarm by the looks of it, because I literally swapped down to rogue, see if they changed that. It doesn't look like they did. Yeah, so this is just a combination of all the changes that we just saw. I thought they did something to the rogue ability. That's a bone spike right there. But it doesn't look like they nerfed it or anything. False alarm. When's pre-patch? We have no idea. Blizzard didn't give us anything official. We are thinking it's either 29th or 6th, but we could be wrong. It's either 29th of this month or 6th of the next month. Honestly, I think it would be better if it was 29th of this month, because Divinity, or the guys, Larian Studios that made Divinity, Baldur's Gate comes out early access 30th. I think a lot of people are going to be playing it, so if they did it right literally the day before, it would seem appropriate, because literally Blizzard likes to pull stuff out before something new comes out. Oh, new game comes out? Here's a pre-patch like a day before it. Because sometimes they like to do that. They like to eat into other people's like releases. BG3 got postponed. They pushed the game. Wait, did they push the October? So it's not the 30th anymore? What day in October? Is that a whole month? I was excited for Baldur's Gate in 30th. Early access pushed back. Fuck me, dude. I was excited. Well, now Blizzard has no reason to release it on 29th. I still hope they release it on 29th, because I'm tired of corruptions. I want to be playing no corruptions for at least a little bit. Damn. I got excited too. Bummer. 6th. Oh, really? Wait, is that actually October 6th? Okay, well now we know when the pre-patch is coming out. Literally October 6th. Alright, Baldur's Gate, yeah. I'm actually excited about Baldur's Gate. If you guys played Divinity, either the original, the first one, or Original Sin 2, that one was really good. Divinity was really good. And these guys, I mean, it's basically Dungeons and Dragons in a video game format. With like turn-based combat and like interesting interactions and lore and story and conversations. And it's really fun. Think like Knights of the Old Republic, if you ever played that. Like, I'm actually very excited. I'm stoked. I love Baldur's Gate. I never played the original ones, but I played Divinity from Larian. I love the work Larian put into that game, so I'm really excited to see Baldur's Gate. But I didn't play the original ones. Playing D&D on a PSP? Damn. Yo, dude. I'm excited for that and Cyberpunk. Really, really excited about them. Don't get why the buff chain harvest, but I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy too. Like, it's already was pretty strong, but I'm okay with them buffing it. I guess because of the long cooldown, so they're trying to figure out like how much damage to do for the CD. I'm gonna kick back in again. I like Cyberpunk 2020. It's gonna get kicked back again, probably. Yeah, I could totally see it. Cyberpunk delaying, but you know, that's the same guys that brought Witcher. If they feel like they're not ready, they're not ready. I could totally see them delaying it. If I focus on secondary stat, that sucker shouldn't get above 40 with corruptions completely breaking the secondary of the game. It just made me not care. Yeah, secondary stat was corruptions. I stopped playing BFA almost completely because of corruptions, and I'm gonna wait until pre-patch at this point. I'm too excited. Now we're kind of just waiting, dude. It's just a waiting game for the servers to be back up for us to test stuff. A book off work for SL and Cyberpunk. Can't wait. Hell yeah, dude. That's gonna be so fun. Some Cyberpunk, some Shadowlands, man. How's Outlaw looking PvP? I've heard that Outlaw apparently is a lot better in PvP nowadays. As for how good it's gonna be, I don't know. But I played it a little bit. It's actually kind of fun. It's really, really strong. At least it feels pretty strong. I feel like I'm psychic or something. I said Serrated is gonna affect Dreadblades the next day it happens. I say Necrolord ability is gonna get Demon Bolt, so no Shadow Bolt. The next day to change it. Yo, Jay, can you just get some rogue buffs for that psychicness? More rogue buffs, please. No, actually, don't do that. I don't want it to be two flavor of the month. Let's get buffs for what spec needs buffs nowadays. I guess when you're psychic, you can't really force the psychic calls, can ya? I want rogue buzz, mated rogue, lol. Hey Dalaran, how do you think about MM Hunter? Nerf coming, nerf soon coming? I don't think so. I think Blizzard likes on MM is actually pretty good. I don't think they're gonna nerf him. I'll be surprised if they do. They PTR release on 29th? Well, we're guessing. We don't know when PTR is gonna release, but yeah, but him saying PTR release on 29th, that would be, yeah, that would be a nice psychic response. Is beta down? Right now it is down, yeah. Do we know when it's gonna be up? Nope, we have no idea. Could be up tomorrow. Maybe we're wasting our time and it could maybe be up tomorrow, so we won't know anything until later. Did you see the specs for Cyberpunk? It's crazy. I thought it would need them a lot more than run it. Yeah, I was actually surprised by that, Devlin. I guess maybe they're just making sure the game is well optimized. It is. I think it's still gonna run a little choppy. It's an ambitious project. I'll be very surprised if it runs really smooth. But I do wonder what kind of like tech are they implementing. Maybe something about draw distance, because they're trying to render a lot of shit in front of you. So maybe they're really gonna try to make the draw distance really stand out. Psychic, that you better say that PREPATCH coming tomorrow. I'm okay with 29th. I think tomorrow would be... Although I would love it tomorrow. I think it'd be awesome. But yeah, 29th I think would be a fair number if you had to pick one. Yeah, I really do. Yeah, Cyberpunk, I'm really excited. I want to see what that's going to be all about. Once you actually get to play it. Like the gameplay and all that. Not a Tuesday, won't happen. True. But it'd be interesting if they would just sort of release it just because, hey, fuck it. A lot of you guys asked for it, so here we go. Show me GTX 380 before it comes out, so ready? Dude, you are going to be set for the next fucking 30, 40 years with a 380. Like, I don't think the games are going to catch up to graphics cards, man. I feel like the graphics cards are way ahead of games at this point. 2000 more GTX than me. 2000 more GTX than me. Yeah, for real. Alrighty, boys, do we just go and call it and go get food, or do we wait 5 more minutes? Because at this point, I don't even know if the servers will be up tonight. We might be up tomorrow. I know I'm going to make videos on it, but I was going to stream it and hang out with you guys all together. But it might be one of the situations where we just might be wasting time. And servers won't be up until maybe even tomorrow. You know? Using 1060, so yeah. Yeah, 1060, I feel like that'll still last for a while. They did, the 10 series cards, like this 1060, 1050, 1070, 1080. Because 1080 Ti is still like a really good fucking card. Like, you'll be surprised. Baldur's Gate and BG2 came out when I was in high school. They're multiplayer, but limited independent movement, shared single screen. I mean, you can feel the trajectory of Blizz taking over for your online. Really? Man. That's kind of cool. I didn't know it was multiplayer with shared screen like that. Go for food? Yeah, I'm thinking maybe food. Like, I took out the trash. I need you guys wait a little bit. I need you guys wait a little bit. For quite a while. In the opener of the stream. In hopes that we'll be able to actually do stuff. And check this out for ourselves. Oh, well, if my brother updates in news, he's giving me to an 2080 Super. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That's why it's good to have friends in high places. That's how I had a 1080 Ti in my PC, in my rig, because a friend of mine had a 1080 Ti and he upgraded, and he was originally going to put the 1080 in his PC, but 1080 was a little too big for the case. It was a little too lengthy, so too girthy, so you couldn't stick it in. Take it how you will. So I had a 970 at the time. A 970 actually would have fit the PC, and it was like, you know what? You give me a 970, I'll give you my 1080. Put in your PC and put this one in this one so I can have a second PC back home. I was like, okay, up to you. So we swapped, and I had it, and I think I still do have it. Although it's been in the old case, it's been out in the garage for fucking ever, so it's probably all the dust in the world. I don't even know if it works. He never asked back for it, so I'm hoping it works in case he ever needs it. But with his setup. Yeah, well, plus also he's been doing music stuff, so he hasn't really been able to do PC stuff for a while. Did a classic gnome start his own? Had some hot shit right there. Oh my god, dude! I'm spending 1,200 big bones from PC updates, dude. I mean, that's an investment. Like, to be honest, like the PC I have. Yeah, it's an investment, but like, am I gonna do this? You know what I mean? What else are you gonna make spend your money on, right? Especially with everybody being at home and shit like that. Man, I smell food. Fuck, dude. Someone got food. Bring the entire gnome zone to the ground, feed them to the torrents, and kick them for some burgers. God, you make me hungry. I've been sitting here, dude. I could go for a burger, dude. Like a big fat burger that's just messy. Fucking, or a barbecue one, fucking barbecue and like fucking 2 buns, fucking messy, falling out all over the place, dude. Go eat. Oh, I don't really want to. I want to, because what if the servers come up, dude? I just want to be there and I want to show you guys what the ability is like. You know what I mean? Because my mind is like, we've been in this long. How much longer could it be? But it could literally be a whole day, because I remember last time they had a big update, it literally took a whole day before they could get the servers back up. I'm not the only one that's hungry. God damn it. Play Fall Guys? I should play Fall Guys on stream sometime. I guess next time this happens, we'll play some Fall Guys while waiting. I'll play on a Mac and still beat PC players. Yo, dude, if you got a Mac and you got like a Mac that's like customized and shit, I think a Mac could, you know, I feel like making a gaming rig out of a Mac, I'll just be honest, it's difficult, but I think it's totally doable. I don't know what kind of setup you got going on, though. $1 much chicken. Oh my god. A car legend is still best for sub PvP. I think it's still going to be really good for PvP. It is nerfed and only generates comp points, but I think the damage will still be worth. Because if you're going for cheap shots, you'll get shadow strikes. Spicy McChicken. Oh god, I could go for that right now. Dallas Shaman's recall talent in Baldur's Gate. Recall was a Hearthstone ability for all classes held in Baldur's Gate. I never played in the original, but I didn't know they had recall. That's pretty cool. Oh, so they basically took it from Baldur's Gate then, huh? Hearthstone. That's fucking funny. Go eat. That's a good eat. You better do it. Why do Blizzard hate Shaman so much? What? Are they getting nerfed? Make your own food. I think someone already ordered food. Dude, I can smell something. Maybe I have food waiting for me. Okay, let's wait till 7:30. Let's wait till 7:30. You should play Fall Guys with dual people. Let's see if I can Atho. Wait, can you actually do Fall Guys with like a small group? I guess you could do it as a 4-man, right? And just join random groups, random lobbies. I really want to play Fall Guys, but you know what else I want to play too? More KOTOR. I've been playing KOTOR a little bit when Kren watching, and it's actually been kind of enjoyable. I didn't play KOTOR back in the day. Knights of the Old Republic. Dude, oh my god. It's like BioWare at its finest. It's like starter BioWare, so it's not like the best. I'd say like the story's pretty good. Some of the voice lines, I think, delivered a little, you know, it sounds awkward at parts, or at least it did. Also, wait, okay. I was thinking this read 49, but it has 69. I was going to be like 420, 69. I was going to be like, shit, dude. That's a lot. Do Among Us to tickle? Yo, dude, I actually would love to do Among Us. That's fun as hell. Me and my guildies used to do a lot of Among Us. So I need to find people to play that with. So I'll probably join Tickle next time he does it. Take a McDouble, remove the bottom bun, take a McChicken, take off the top bun, put a small fry between some of the barbecue sauce. Jeez. Now that would be a feast for a goddamn king, dude. Holy shit. BK got free delivery? How much is the BK then if they got free delivery? Yo, that's... might just have to do it. If they have the game classic, dude, it's so good. The mech heaven, holy shit. Doing those problems, but it's nice. Yeah, it has the bugs in KOTOR, but it's really good. Among Us is amazing. It's so fun. It's so fun. Me and my guilds were playing Among Us before they started putting all the memes of it, dude. Before the memes were everywhere. It's so good. KOTOR is great. It's actually a lot of fun. Like, it's a really old game, and I was able to get it to work in 1080p, 60 hertz, not 144, but you know, but 1080p. I got a mod for it. I got the mod to change the UI. It's really pain in the ass, and I got it to like work, and it mostly works without breaking. It does a little bit weird thing when I'm streaming it to Kren through Discord, so you can see what's going on, and the cinematics, like when it's a movie playing, it can jankily break. For her on Discord, but for me it'll be fine. Is Demon Hunter good in Shadowlands? I don't think it'll be bad in Shadowlands. Invite me sometime now? Yo, dude, I might have to. Yo, next time, dude, we need more people for Among Us. I'll be like, yo, boys, we got a lobby of Among Us. Anyone want to join in? I think it'd be fun as hell, dude. You try the new Rogue? It's servers are down. Otherwise, I would. I've been waiting, dude. That's why I've been waiting, trying to hold off food. Because I've been pretty fucking hungry for a bit. Because today is Wednesday, I'm wondering to be able to, tomorrow's day off, and I would love to stream it for you guys, but I feel like if I do, I'm gonna fuck up my schedule. I've been having trouble sleeping. Among Us, like, go right now. Oh my god, dude. 7:31, go eat. I'm really fucking hungry, dude. And if I go eat, dude, I'll just have to call it, because it'll be just in that kind of fucking mood, you know what I mean, where you just want to chill. Play Teletubbies game on PS1. Do they really have a Teletubbies game back at PS1? I think they got a 2K patch also for SWTOR. I haven't played SWTOR, but that's the MMO, right? I really should at some point go back and play the story of SWTOR, because I felt like they really did the story thing for BioWare really well. As an MMO, I don't think it's that good, but as a story, I think it's probably very enjoyable. I used to mess with it a little. Dala goes, eat, beta comes up. Dude, as soon as I go eat, beta's gonna come up. You know it. Alright, I am gonna call it though. Beta's probably gonna go live as soon as I go. Even if the beta goes up, like, right now. Okay, it's still offline. But if it goes up, like, literally as I'm going away, I'm still gone, boys. I'm gonna call it. I gotta get food, man. I gotta go eat food. I'm gonna chill on the couch, watch some TV, eat my food, hang out, come back and get to work, dude. We got a lot of fucking updates. Maybe it's not even gonna be out tonight. So I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys for coming by. There'll definitely be videos on everything that's new, especially the World Covenant ability and all the other updates. We're literally gonna be testing stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. I'll try to get all these videos and all these changes up and running as soon as I can, if the servers come up. If they don't, what I think I'll do is I'll probably do like a video of like all the changes to Covenant abilities. And then once the servers are up, I can do more in detail. I'll figure something out. But thank you guys. Tomorrow is check out series Wormwood on Netflix. Oh lord, let me first get KOTOR down, because I'm busy doing that. Let me finish, there's another game me and Kren started and never finished, is Hand of Fate. Hand of Fate 2, I think. Seal of Fate, Hand of Fate is the card one. And like a board game and the cards and stuff like that. Let me finish those, then I'll jump on Netflix. But then Baldur's Gate coming up very soon. When is Mandalorian coming? By the way, that is true. Apparently Mando, the guy playing Mandalorian, apparently he was like reeing a bit. We'll see. I gotta go. I gotta get food, because otherwise I'm gonna be here forever. I fucking love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming by the stream. Tomorrow's the day off. I'll still update you guys on the videos and all the new stuff coming out, and I'll chit chat with Discord if there's anything like massive going on. I'll let you guys know. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Appreciate you. I'll see you guys next stream, which is Friday for Duels. BTR works now, so I'll make sure to update everybody, let them know that it is up, it's ready. You can copy character, all that good stuff. All right, I'm gonna go get some food. Peace.